Hey everybody! Welcome to Losing It! In our first multi-stream! If you're finding us on YouTube for the first time, welcome. This is the preamble part of the show. Coming through the TV, it was a little weird. I'm back! Never been here before? Imagine Mystery Science Theater, but not quite as funny. But that's where you guys come in. Leave your jokes in the chat and we'll shout out the best. You get a dopamine hit, we get to sound funny, everybody wins. The guys should be here any minute now. To celebrate it, I got us a special one tonight. I know you guys wanted a few different things, like Canadian Day or Canada Day. Canadian Day, idiot. But yeah, not today. To celebrate our multi-stream day, we're gonna do my first one I ever did, and I did it solo back in the day, so it's kind of like a celebration of that. Bringing it back around. Bring it up on my phone. Oh, let's see how big of a delay it is actually to YouTube. I want everyone to play well together today. We're all chilling. Oh, it's only like a few seconds off. Nice. Oh, you made it today, Tiki? I'm sorry you got locked out last time. That's a big bummer. Been locked out of my house before. It was no fun. I got locked out of my house. I was really high on drugs that time, and I just got back from a rave. I couldn't figure out how to get in my house, and we had a basement window that was open, unlocked, and there was a hole, big giant ass hole in the ramp or whatever, and I fell in it and I scraped my leg, my shin right on like a big pole, sticking out. It was all rusted and shit. Like, I'm glad I didn't die. I should have died. And it like gashed up my leg, but I was so high on drugs I didn't want to go to the doctor.
What is this?
I was telling a story about how I got locked out of my house one time when I was really high. Back before I met you.
Oh,
back in my heavy drug days.
These are just your light drug days.
I don't even do drugs anymore, really. I don't even like painkillers, really. Just smoke my weed.
Weed's a drug. Come on, bro.
Yeah, but there's levels.
Yeah, I mean, you could qualify a lot of different things as drugs. You know what I mean?
Did you see us on YouTube now?
Yeah. Off the sub. Let me pull it up. Pull it up.
Now you help watch YouTube chat, and I'll watch Rumble chat.
All right.
We might not get a lot of people on YouTube since it's our first stream, but
yeah,
we're there now. We're casting a bigger net. And I planned a special one for us because of that. So when,
is it a fishing movie?
No, so when I started all this, I did a test stream essentially to see how it would do, right? And it was just me watching this movie we're watching today. It was just me riffing it by myself. No. And so to celebrate us growing, right, and building a bigger thing, we're gonna watch that one as a group. Now, it is gonna be the worst movie we've watched, probably. It's up there.
Oh my god.
It's up there. It's two movies patched together, and you can see it clearly. Like,
Voyage to the Planet of Prehistoric Women.
Dude. They don't even find the women.
What?
Yeah, they go around and fight off dinosaurs, and then every like 10 minutes we cut to these women just hanging on the beach. And then it goes back to them, and then back to the women, and they never run into each other. They never talk to. There's no interaction between the two. It is two separate movies that they splice together. It is horrible. So that's what we're doing insane. To celebrate our big coming out party here, or whatever you want to call it.
We're coming out?
Yeah. I'm coming out.
I want the world to know. It's not Pride Month anymore, Ty. It's July 1st.
Oh, yeah. You can't support that shit all year. That'd be ridiculous.
No. I can't even I can't even handle a month. My holes can't take it anymore.
I don't know, I was just being so supportive. I was like, here you go.
Yeah. Like Pride Month, alright.
It's not gay if it's supportive, right?
Yeah, I'm just in fact I think it's homophobic if you don't.
Why isn't your guy popping up? Where are you? Sterling, see, this is what I'm talking about. Every time we get back in here, all your guys' guys disappear.
Sorry.
I'm actually gonna have to go grab it. It's being stupid. Be active. Log in. Yes. Ask me this. Copy Sterling's stupid shit.
Uh-huh.
And then add browser capture. Maybe you're in this one still. Sterling. Oh, yeah, you're here. I didn't need to do all that. 16-1, Rumble. You're probably the one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what the craziest drug story I have is. I have a few.
ODing would be mine, but that's not.
Yeah. I was pulled over when I was tripping balls once. That was crazy.
Oh no. Did that go okay?
I wasn't. Yeah, I was living in my car and I wasn't even driving. I was like trying to, I was in a parking spot. Like it was like 4 a.m. and of course, so my car, I was trying to sleep, but I was still tripping balls, just like living in my car, going to college.
Yeah.
Like 4 cops come out and fucking like shine their lights in there, and they're like fucking start questioning me, asking if I have meth and shit. I was like terrified because, like, I mean, obviously my pupils were giant. I was sweating.
they
Like,
knew.
it probably looked like I was on
Yeah,
meth.
they knew.
Yeah, they thought I was on like meth or crack or something, you know.
My friend's a cop, and it's so funny because my friend's a cop now, but we, like, that whole drug era of my life was with him. So it was like, it's so funny seeing him now.
So
And like,
funny.
he knows, like, he's told me stories. Like, he knows, but he's not going to go ruin a kid's day if it's not like life-threatening or anything like that. Yeah, he's not hurting nobody. He's not life-threatening, you know, like, nah, dude, you're just a dummy. Are you home? Like, yeah, if I have to, like, he says, like, if he has to, like, if I find something on you, yeah, I have to. It's my job. Like, but he's pretty cool about it. So yeah, those cops, I would guess no. One time, I got a story.
No, they were not chill.
I was at UNC, and you know, I had my STI, Subaru STI, and limo black windows and the sun visor up, right? So you can't see in.
Ooh.
Right, so we'd go, because you can't smoke in the dorm, so we'd go smoke out my car. And I have 2 stories. One story, we were all smoking my car, and a cop pulls up behind us and knocks on the window, right? And we just don't move. We know he can't see in. I was like, guys, you just gotta trust. He can't see in. Just don't move. Don't do nothing. He can't.
And this is before it was like super legal.
Yeah, this was 2005. So it was like, yeah, it's before the big boom and all that. So we were, you know, pretty illegal still. But chilling vibes. So the guy fucking knocks on the window, nobody moves. And then all of a sudden I hear from the back of my car a flick of the lighter and a big rip. And I was like, what are you doing? And this is our friend Sean. I remember his name, Sean. And Sean said, if I'm going down high. He takes his big ass rip, but the cop just left after that. So I was like, oh my God, I was so lucky. Like, I was like, what are you doing? And then another time, there was a synagogue that no one parked at. So we left to go smoke at the synagogue at like 11 o'clock at night. And 5 cops pull up on us. And they're like, what are you doing? And we're like...
At the synagogue is diabolical, to be honest.
I know. They're like, well, we've had a lot of graffiti here, and especially after 9/11, right? It's just a few, you know, 4 years after that. So it wasn't like, it's still fresh. And so they're like, what the fuck are you doing here? And all this shit. And we were like, dude, we're just smoking a little weed, man. Don't kick us out of college or anything. And they're like, just go back to your room. And they're like, do you have any more? What is it? They asked it, do you have any more? And we're like, no, we just smoked it all right before you got here. And they're like, seriously? And it's like, yeah, actually, seriously, because we did just finish it. We were just kind of chilling. And so it was pretty funny. It was a fun time.
That's hilarious. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. The synagogue is still wild work. I can't
it was right across the street.
Hilarious.
Like, it's across the street from UNC. So it was like the closest place we could be not on campus, right? That was kind of the idea.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's there for the college kids too, right? Like, that's why it's there. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, my Cancun health prep is going well.
Oh yeah?
Been getting pretty jacked.
Getting jacked?
Oh yeah. I've lost like 10 pounds already. Cause like I don't like, you'd think marathon training it'd be easy to lose a ton of weight, right? Actually isn't that easy when you're marathon training. Because you'll run like 20 miles, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to go fuck like a 4,000 calorie dinner because I just ran 20 miles. Like, I'm so hungry. Like, long distance running is not the best for weight loss. So I actually gained like...
I would think, I bet those bicycling people are pretty skinny. You should become a bicycle person.
Yeah, I mean, I do love biking. Sabrina doesn't know how to ride a bike.
What?
Yeah.
That's not a real thing.
Doesn't know how to ride a bike. It is.
Dude.
So it's hard. It's hard to like.
Do you gotta like put a helmet
bike.
on, or we gotta teach her like put some training wheels on? Do we gotta teach her?
I know. I've been wanting to. But it's like, but also now that we live in Dallas, so it's like, all right, when the fuck am I gonna, like, we don't have great biking infrastructure here, you know. So if I were to buy a bike, I'd ride it not very often.
If this goes well, we'll do this, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Kick gives the biggest money back. Did you know that? By like a lot.
Yeah, don't they like they could guarantee you a certain amount, don't they?
Hey, bud.
What's up, guys?
Daryl, howdy.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Trading crazy drug stories. You got a crazy drug story?
Probably.
Probably.
It's like just one.
I have to think about that.
Another fun one.
One time I took 10 tabs of acid, the most I've ever done.
Oh my
and I was
God.
like, "Oh yeah, we'll go hike the Flatirons." You know?
Oh my God.
Me and Picasso and my brother and
You went
AFG
with
were like, "Yeah, let's go hike the
Picasso?
Flatirons."
Ugh.
Oh my God, yeah. So I took way too much. We got maybe like 100 feet into the hike, and I just laid down under a tree. And Picasso and Hayden went on the hike, and I just like literally laid down on the tree and like closed my eyes, and I swear I like saw molecules splitting and like an atomic bomb going off. It was crazy. And then I opened my eyes, and instead of people, I just saw floating skulls and spinal cords and like the nervous system within them, like all like pulsating blue. I was like, "What's happening?"
That's wild.
And apparently I was like laying in a pile of snow, so I was like drenching wet.
In snow? I thought like maybe this was in the summer or something. Like just going up.
It was like fall.
Negative 10 degrees, just laying under a fucking tree in the snow like a dead man. Jesus. We went for 420. We decided.
Boulder, so it's like kind of a normal thing there.
That's true. We went for 420. We went hiking for 420 in the morning. Like we wanted to be at our cool spot we know about in the mountains on this trail that leads to a cave and shit. Like and we went there, and on our way up, we took a bunch of ecstasy. Like we were all rolling our nuts off, right? And we went on this hike, and it was pretty good. And then this guy pops out, and he's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And I was and we were like, just getting high for 420, going up to this cave. And he's like, "Can I come with you?" And I was like, sure. And he has this huge gun, bro. And he tells us it's a Russian sniper rifle from like the 80s. I forget what it was. It was some kind of sniper rifle, illegal and all that. And he's like, "You see that rock over there on the other mountain where that white spot is? Watch this." And he fucking shoots it, right? Nails it. And I was like, "Oh shit." And so he's like, "You guys want to shoot the gun?" And I was like, and then my friends Keith, and you know Keith said yes. Yep. And our other friend Andy, who was my backup goalie in hockey at the time, he said yes. But I said no, because I was rolling too hard to hold a gun. Like I was fucking, my eyes were like, you know, sometimes they wiggle. You feel that wiggle in your eyes, you know, that zzz, zzz. Like I had that, and I'm like, I'm not touching this, right? And so everybody
I want to be holding on ecstasy as a gun.
Especially a fucking sniper rifle, bro. That thing weighed as much as me. Like, there was fucking no, I'm not holding this. And so everybody takes their shot, and we go to walk. And it's hard to show you guys without visual representation. But so it's my friend Andy in front, and then the guy that's with us, and then me and Keith in the back. Or then me, then Keith. And the guy's walking right in front of me, and he shoulders his gun. and it hits his hip and goes off 2 inches from my face. Like boom, like loud as fuck, 2 inches from my face. If I took another step, that bullet would have went through my head. And that was like the scariest fucking thing. I was freaked out the rest of the day, obviously. And it's like, you didn't put the safety on. You loaded another bullet. You fucking there's like a lot.
Cocked and loaded and ready to go. Like, Jesus, man.
Yeah, like, and it scared the fucking Keith. Just like me and Keith shared a look, and it was like, I'm sure he remembers this because that was like one of the scariest fucking things we've ever seen. Like, and like a sniper rifle going off that close to your face, dude, is this? Oh my god.
Yeah.
One step away is all it
terrifying.
took. If I would have took one step, if I was a little faster, if I took an extra, like, I would have been gone. So that was a scary drug-related story.
Yeah, that's freaky.
Yeah, I usually don't have good times on drugs. One time on Halloween at UNC, we were tripping mushrooms all hard, right?
Mhm.
And we go around, we were walking around the campus, and there's this guy wearing the ninja outfit from Napoleon Dynamite, like the you know what I'm talking about, the guy from the beginning.
Yeah.
So he's wearing that, and he's crazy. He's scaring the fuck. You know how you can get vibes when you're tripping mushrooms, like, you know, right? You just feel it, right? And we were like, dude, something's really wrong with this guy. Turns out he was the Harrison Hall stalker, we call them, and he would go into women's dorm rooms and lay next to them.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and he ended up assaulting a woman that night. So we didn't, like, we could feel the vibe, bad juju on this fucker. I wish we were too high to report him or anything, you know, like what, but like we could tell.
Well, no, what would you report? Like, I got bad vibes.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll be like, "Are you tripping on mushrooms?" And we'll be like, "Yes." And then they'll be like, "You're out of college." And we're like, "Oh." So it's like, no, I couldn't tell on him, but we could just tell something was up. And then it came out on the news the next day because he was wearing that outfit and on campus and shit.
Well, good news, guys. We're already demonetized on YouTube after that. Talking about guns and drugs. We're out of here.
Yeah, I've got a few. But like, nothing like super crazy. I can't think of, just like weird things that happened. Cool one though. Because you guys are both familiar with Boulder. You know where Valmont Butte is?
Yes. I don't know if he
No.
does.
It's that like prominent rock that sticks up on like the east side of Boulder, just off of
Okay,
Valmont
yeah.
and 55th Street.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you could like go up there and shit. And then on the 4th of July, we all ate a bunch of acid and went up there to watch the fireworks. It was fucking badass because they lit them off from Folsom, but from where we were like at like a higher elevation. You know what I'm saying? So like the fireworks were just right in front of us rather than above our heads. It was cool.
Cool one, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Most of mine are negative. I don't know why I did so many drugs. I don't seem like I've had a really good time on them ever.
I love drugs.
I can't.
much,
Mushrooms.
like I do
Mushrooms
anymore.
really fucked. I will not do mushrooms ever again. I've never had a good trip, ever.
I always have fun on mushrooms.
30
Go out in
years.
the woods and wander around.
Ah, dude, I can't. I can't. Dude, I can't help. I cry. I cannot not cry every fucking time. And you guys will be like, "What's the matter? What's the matter?" And I'll be like, "Nothing. I just can't stop crying. Like, it's fucking ridiculous." And I'll ruin everyone's night because I'm having a bad time. Like, I'm crying and it'll ruin your guys'. It's not fun because then I feel guilty because now I'm ruining everything else. And now I'm even sadder about that. And it's just this endless. It's just better if I don't join you.
Don't
Don't invite me to your mushroom party.
All right. Noted.
What would be my
I like
Most
microdosing
fun.
mushrooms.
Would be my most fun.
Doing too much mushrooms is a little.
I do have a crazy story though. I wasn't one on the drugs, but when I went to college my first year, I played soccer, right? And we were like, you know how training for college sports is. We had 3-a-days, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that
Yep.
shit was fucking tough as fuck. Get up in the morning, we do our morning runs. I go back to sleep, you know. Get up for our second session of the day, which started at 11 o'clock, right? And the one guy who I got to be friends with, this kid named Chris, he was a fucking nut from Maine, right? He was crazy. And before this, we were all talking about how he went to this big fish show that happened the weekend before that, and he was sitting on a 10 strip of acid, right? So second session of the day, everything's cool. We go to eat lunch, and he sits down in front of me, and he looks at me, and his eyes are just as big as dinner plates. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and he's sitting there with a bowl of Fruit Loops, right? This is at lunch, and we're all just eating, and he's just sitting there like spooning this bowl of Fruit Loops. And I'm like, I'm looking at him, I'm like, dude, what did you do? And he's like, I ate that 10 strip. I was like, the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
I was like, we have to play soccer in like an hour, man. Like 2 hours. We have another practice. He's like, I know. It's going to be awesome. I was just like,
Oh
you're
my God.
nuts.
I took
And so-
ecstasy before hockey once. Just chiming on. Go ahead. Sorry. I was just
Oh,
trying.
yeah, no. But
Yeah, how'd he
when
do?
practice came around, he was like, you know, in full swing at this point, you know, but he was running around like a madman. And he would just, every time he got to the ball, he just kicked it as hard as he fucking could. It didn't matter where he was going. He didn't try to pass it to anybody. He just kicked the fucking shit out of it. Like, it was just like, it's like, I was watching him. I was the only one who knew that, like, what was going on. And he just got, if the ball came in, like, at like chest or head level, you know what I'm saying? He would just dodge it at the very last minute. It was so fucking funny to watch because, like I said, I knew he was tripping balls, but everybody else on the field had no clue. And so
That's
for
pretty
him,
good.
he was just acting like a madman. You know, he was just acting crazy as shit out there. But he would just kick the ball as hard as he could. Anytime he got it, he just fucking kicked it. No real direction.
It's hilarious. Oh my God.
it's just
I can't imagine doing anything on that much acid except
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
lying
me
no,
neither.
down.
I would called it the day. I would have called in sick.
I struggled to walk around.
Yeah, I would have
Like,
called in
that's a-
sick. I would have
Yeah,
been like,
walking
that's
around
it
and
for
talking
today.
is like a chore. I was fucking crazy. They gave him the nickname Boomer, which was hilarious because after that he was just always eating mushrooms. So it was very apt. But again, nobody really knew except for me. It was just like, you guys have no idea like how accurate that nickname is.
Chilling, drop a like on the video on YouTube.
Ooh, good call.
Because we might, I don't know, once the movie starts, they might cut us off, so. Copywriting claims on movies that don't really have it. Or they copyright the song within the movie that we had no clue of, you know. Fuck. Na 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 na. Na na.
What's the channel on YouTube?
Losing at movies. Thought it'd be like a longer delay. It's only like 3 seconds behind Rumble. That's nice. Is it just Tiki? Tiki was the only one not here last week, and she's gonna be the only one here this week. Is that what's happening? Hey guys, guess what?
What?
Movie sign.
Oh, it's moving song.
Movie sign.
I would like to extend a heartfelt welcome to you all.
Now let's kick off the entertainment.
It is this feeling that has brought you to me.
I got the popcorn.
So when can we start?
How about now?
Let's go get our fuck on. This is taking way too long.
Get on with it!
Okay.
Get on with it! Hey, everybody! Sterling, where's your guys gone again, Sterling? What the fuck is wrong with your dude?
Hiding.
You are hiding. You're hiding behind 0 there.
Nope, there it is.
There you are. Hey, everybody! Welcome to Losing It! I am Das Thief. If it's your first time here, guess what? It's like Mystery Science Theater, but not quite as funny. So, you know, we lose that. Oh, shit. I'm going to do this over. Take 2. You guys ready?
Take 2.
You guys ready for take 2? Hey, everybody. Welcome to Losing It. Oh, Moose. Was it playing all over?
We're doing it all over.
All right, take
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Losing It. Here at Losing It, we lose at your favorite movies, all while talking about comic books, video games, movies, anime, and anything pop culture related. Think Mystery Science Theater, but not quite as funny. So that's why you guys are here. Leave your jokes in the chat. We'll shout out the best. We get to sound funny, and you get a dopamine hit. Everybody wins. But I don't do it alone. I'm joined by my cinematographer friend, 0.
Hey, everybody. How you doing tonight?
It's kind of weird because I have to look to my left, and that's where my bed and stuff is, instead of the screen. Because if I look to the right, that's away from you. So I gotta like pretend.
Pretend I'm over there.
Pretend you're over there. And I'm also we're also joined by producer extraordinaire Sterling Miller.
Howdy, y'all.
Hey.
It's actually marketing director now at my new job.
Oh, you got
Director
the job?
of marketing. Oh yeah, I started today.
Oh. Did you quit your
Congrats,
old one?
man.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Been there for 4 years. Well, it's time to move on. Get a little pay raise, get a little new title, all that good stuff.
That's really cool. Good job. I work
Yeah,
for you, so
congrats,
I don't
dude.
really have a. I work for you and the viewers. That's
You work
basically-
with
Now-
me.
Now you're assistant marketing director.
No, Sterling, I pretty much work for you. This is why I take advantage of when we're on here, because this is when I have the power.
When you're the boss.
Yeah, this is when I'm the dom and you're the sub. Oh, you gotta ask me why.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
Why are we watching this movie here, Ty?
Well, Sterling, long ago, imagine 2.5 years ago, if you can even remember that far back, almost 3. And so 3 years ago, I decided to do a little experiment and see if I could do Mystery Science Theater, but live. And when I did it, it was just me. No Daryl.
Live and unscripted. Don't forget that
Live
part.
and unscripted. So, you know, I didn't
That's
have
important
Daryl
bit. Zero
here. I didn't have you here. It was just me and my dad actually watched. It was just me and my dad. So, I watched this movie, Prehistoric Women, Voyage, whatever it's called, right? And since we did that alone, we did that alone. I'm fucking multiple personality. Since I did that alone, I figured what a great way to kick off our first multi-stream to YouTube than by watching the movie that started it all.
All right.
Does that sound like a good plan?
I
I
like
dig
it.
God, nice. It's kind of said that in unison. It was cute. Twinsies. All right, well, that's why we're gonna watch Voyage to the Planet of the Prehistoric Women. Now, backstory. You guys haven't seen
On the
this.
planet of prehistoric women.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen
Nice.
this, right?
I have not.
I say knowing you have not. This is a guy took a Russian movie and then spliced it with another movie and made a full movie. So
I like it already.
So there's prehistoric women and then spacemen kind of a thing, right? And they will never run into each other. It's 2 separate things. So we were spoiled the last 2 weeks. We watched 2 great movies. Not just good, we watched 2 great movies. So therefore, I'm punishing you. You should have never have gotten that many. 1 in a row, maybe, but 2 in a row?
That's 1 in a row. You
Yeah.
can't have 1 in a row.
Yeah, even 1 in a row is too many. We should only be watching bad movies. All right. While I bring this up, it's time for a segment we call Betting on Iceman. This is for you YouTube people. That we have a viewer that always shows up. His name's Iceman. And he will randomly show up between the start of the movie and the end of the movie. But he will be here. It's only been like 3 times in 3 years he has not been here. So it really blows your brain when he's not here. So, bets on Iceman while I bring up the movie. Sterling, you can go first.
I'm going to say 8:26.
8:26.
Being very specific.
8:26 your time,
Me
right? My
and
time.
Iceman.
So like 50 minutes.
No, your time.
50 minutes from now.
Yeah.
All right, 26. All right, 00.
I'm saying 10 after 8. So 10 minutes. 8:10.
I'll do 7:45.
All right.
I think he'll be here soon. Because I gave him shit on the pizza stream the other day.
Right? Because didn't he fucking sponsor that?
He sponsored
like
mine, yeah. And then, so I have it's not a real rivalry. I just like to pretend it's a rivalry because it sounds funny. There's a really good streamer on Rumble called Schma, and she does the same kind of VTuber. She's using the same stuff I'm using, actually. So that's how I noticed. She's using V-Roid and the VC face. But, so he also donated from me to hers to rub it in my face. So she's the highest VTuber and I'm like the second highest for V Rumbler on Rumble. So this is pretty funny. Like for a while there, we were neck and neck in followers, like 300 to 300, 400 to 4, and then she just blew away. Now she has like thousands, and I'm still at like 501. Like, all right. So, but yeah, then he donated $100 to them, and I said, "What the fuck?" I looked him dead in the eyes, like this. Look, I said, I said, I was just kidding though. Come on, whatever. We're just watching a fucking movie. Speaking of, let's move to it. This is a short one today, so I'm kind of filling. That's why I'm doing this, by the way. It's only an hour and 10 minutes. We'll get out of here quick today.
That's perfect. I've been trying to go to sleep earlier.
It'll be a quick one.
Did your new job start earlier? Is it more like regular hours, comparatively, or like?
No, yeah, same time and everything. I'm just trying to get my weightlifting done in the morning.
Gotta restart it. Something.
Adding something to the regiment. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Something to the morning routine.
Y'all ready?
Because Sabrina would always get mad because she'd be like, "It's like 9 o'clock when we're eating dinner."
Sorry. Yeah, no, I had to close it.
Yeah, same.
I had to close it. You're right. Here you go. My bad. Okay, we all ready? You guys all ready at home? Let me check the chat. Sterling, you check your chat. Sterling's in charge of the YouTube chat.
It's me.
And where be Ada? So, all right. So Ada, for you guys on YouTube, we have an AI VTuber that we've created, and she will come on every once in a while. But the goal was for her to be the third streamer when one of us is missing. Since it's our premiere show, we're gonna just run the classic. And that was what I was thinking. We'll bring Ada into everyone else's lives. Make sure you follow Ada 1.5. She's pretty fucking funny. All right, you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
American International. That sounds like a fucking airline.
Right? That sounds like a front company.
The future of mankind is being decided behind closed doors. In laboratories all over the world, scientists are working on projects designed to take man beyond the
Disney
confines of this
Imagineers
earth.
imagine what
You are
it would be
looking
like
at
to
the
go to the
actual
moon.
models of spacecraft now being developed by agencies of the United States government.
Right?
This is an Apollo spacecraft designed for elliptical orbit of the moon. Its lunar landing vehicle can transport 3 men safely to and from the moon's
It
surface.
almost looks like this is
These
recorded
are
at
other
a
types
museum
of
or
manned
something.
and remote control mechanisms each designed for a specific function, many already in operation as satellites
This is
of
like
this
a-
Earth.
Yeah,
Some in
this
readiness
is like
for
a
the
film
moonshot,
they showed you, and they're
others
like, hey,
designed
can
for
you borrow that
peace,
film?
a few to serve as space stations, and the most complex
Flat Earth
of
is
all,
real!
prototypes of craft capable of putting a man on the surface of another planet. Wheel was one of man's first inventions, and has
Wheel
been with
to
him
spaceship.
all of his
We are
civilized
amazing.
life. But now it,
It only
like so
took
many
us
other of his creations, must fly to fit his new
12,000
demands.
years.
These are three types of variable radius
Give or
wheels,
take.
designed to transport a vehicle over a rocky surface. New
Yes, we
concepts
know
are
how
being
wheels
created
work.
almost daily.
See how the wheel
Some will
rolls?
never get beyond the
Yes.
drawing board, but others, or their descendants, will become part of man's greatest adventure, the exploration and colonization of space. All over the world, men and women are
Do the
working to
opening
make
to Star
that dream
Trek,
a reality.
Sterling.
Every aspect of the journey is being analyzed, from the tiniest control devices to the mightiest
No, it goes
rocket
space
engines.
of fun. You
But
don't
it's
even.
not enough to just get there. Just as the
Space.
great explorers sailed from Spain and England and France
These
to
are the
discover the
voyages.
Americas,
Frontier.
so
These
that
are
the
the voyages
colonizers
of
might come
Starship
later, so will
Enterprise.
our exploration
Their 5-year
spacecraft
mission to
precede the
explore
colonizers
strange
of the
new
planet.
worlds.
Already plans are being made
Seek
for the
out
colony.
new life and new
Sources of food
civilizations.
and power must be found. Artificial atmospheres
To boldly
created.
go where
Everything done to build an
cave
Earth
women are
away from the
for.
Earth.
Or whatever.
No man living today can predict exactly what the future holds. But this much
Not
we do
even
know.
that shaman down the
All
street.
through man's march across this Earth, the wildest dreams and
Especially not
fantasies
the
of one
Dixie
age have
Chicks
become the
Jones.
commonplaces of the next. The motion picture you are about to see can be called today a fantasy of the future. But one day,
A
maybe not too far
fantasy?
distant,
A fantasy?
audiences will be able to
What the
look
hell's a
back on it
fantasy?
in the same
Is that what
spirit
it-
with which we view pictures
can be
about the
called
first
that?
covered wagon
You could
crossing
call
the
it that.
plains.
You could also call it a piece of shit.
Yes. Yes.
It's gonna be the worst movie we've watched, guys. It's gonna be up there. I'm telling you. I'm warning you now.
Well, it's been a while since we've had a movie that was in the running for worst.
Like really bad. Yeah.
I'm not saying I've been like.
You knew I was gonna get us eventually.
Well, there's
Good
a
old
lot
John
out
Steve
there,
ain't gonna let
and
this slide. Oh, that's true.
eventually I feel like we're gonna find something that's gonna top Ice Planet.
This planet was so
This
bad.
is my problem with space. Not enough oceanfront property.
I know, right?
The timeshares suck
Like,
in space.
what is this? I moved to space, and I was expecting all this ocean.
They promised me vast. Oh, vast emptiness. We're not off YouTube, right? We're still going, even though the movie started.
When did this movie come out?
68.
68.
So it should be a lot better than it
A
is.
When
year.
did Planet of the Apes come out?
Yeah, 69, I'm pretty sure. Might have been 68.
I was wondering if they were trying to do like a rip off of Planet of the Apes with this one. You know?
The sound, oh, yeah.
But with
Oh,
sexy
right.
women, with sexy cave women.
All right. Now that's the planet to go to. To be honest. I mean, they've done it
That's
right.
by Shmoo Shmoo.
The men get like, yeah, right, exactly. They come back to the women of Planet Amazon.
Venus.
The
Planet named
Saturn.
after the goddess
This is
of
before
love.
we didn't know we couldn't even go to Venus.
This is
Like that shit will
Where I
fuck you
left
up.
it.
Like
Yeah, it'll just like you get
26
squished.
million
squished
miles
and
away.
Even
like
made it.
acid rain all over you
Because
on your
I
way
know
down.
she
Like
lived.
you're
I
not
know she
surviving
did.
this.
Yeah.
All the time we were there, I heard her. Her and
Pretty
that
cool. It sounded cooler than Mars.
haunting sound she makes,
Well,
like the
women are
sirens
from
that tempted
Venus.
Ulysses. I think I'm
Because they're
Crazy.
crushing.
back here on Earth, crazy, still intoxicated by the atmosphere back there. But Wait a minute, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, you are. What the fuck are we doing?
Let me tell you the whole story.
That'd be nice.
All of it. From the beginning. And see what you think.
Yeah, maybe
You
that's
be the
where you
judge.
should. Maybe we should have started the story at the start of the
It
story.
was 2 years ago,
Yeah.
in 1998, that the
Lucker?
first manned spaceship left Earth for the planet
98.
Venus.
The
attempt
first spaceship.
ended in tragedy.
1998.
A meteor hit the ship.
They said they were talking about the Apollo
was lost.
spacecrafts earlier. Like they
Everything
didn't
but
think we were
the
gonna
will
make
to get
it.
there.
Like,
To explore Venus. And
30
so,
years, we
it
were
was only
sending
6
people
months
to
later
Venus?
that the second attempt was made.
didn't we get to Venus in like 72 or some shit?
We sent
74?
probes and shit around there, but we haven't sent anyone like off the planet.
No, yeah, we would never. You dive Venus.
Yeah, now we know that. Know that now.
It's like not even worth checking out.
It's the Ohio
The
of
code name
planets.
for Earth
You don't
control
want to go there.
was Marcia.
Yeah.
It's not worth
rocket
it.
ready. Main rocket stage ready. Fuel ready.
Looks like the Fantastic Four ship.
Power ready. Air conditioning ready.
Air
Radar
conditioning, very important.
Guidance ready. Airlines ready for takeoff.
Is this like the beginning of the Thunderbirds? You know that like puppet
Thunderbirds unite!
show from
Flight personnel.
yeah.
Loading
from,
elevators are now
Rise
being
of the
withdrawn. Countdown continues at 20. All stations
The white
prepare
zone
for
is
zero
for
red.
loading and
Countdown continues at 10.
The red phone is for
Load in the
emergency.
white zone.
The red phone is for emergency calls.
All right, everybody clear the platform. Hey, Bill.
Zero
Get out of
red,
there.
-5.
Project Red Planet. All units clear. Switch over to standby.
That's the wrong button, Carl! That's the wrong button!
We weren't saying no.
Let's get ready to go. Preparing, we're always preparing. That's how I feel when I'm with Sterling's sister. Shoot straight. Life is so precious, don't you think? The sperm makes its
There
way.
were only 2 men on the new mission. Astronaut
Spreading
Howard
our
Sherman
galactic seed.
and Captain Alfred Kearns.
Be
But there was another being with them. Kearns' invention, Robot John.
I've seen this movie. Didn't
Awaken,
Christopher
John.
Nolan do it?
John.
Awaken. Slow, John. Monitor, John.
Slow
Ripley?
push.
That guy did it. That guy did it.
I hear you.
Where's this Whenever
Everything
someone's
went
guilty of
smoothly
something,
the
it's
first
gonna be
part of the
bad.
voyage. They traveled over halfway,
Hey, Orange Stream.
17 million miles, without mishap. Radio contact
to the
was
stream,
maintained
buddy.
with Marcia at Earth Control, and they stopped on schedule at the United States Space Station, Texas, for refueling.
The United States, Texas. We just named it a state.
Report on flight.
I guess that'd be kind of cool, naming all the space stations after states and shit.
From Earth.
At least the first 52 or whatever.
They were really thinking ambitiously in 1968 as compared to
Do we take a left at this rock or is it a right? Damn it, Clarence.
Man, what if they
We call
the map
this
upside
one
down, fall off that platform.
Houston.
You're
And
gonna
that
fall
one-
off that platform, dude.
Yeah, magnetic boots.
Catch it. All right.
Back at Earth Control, we listened to their progress with more concern than anyone else.
Refueling A-OK, over and out.
Okay.
Because we were the command crew,
It'd be terrible
And
if
if
we heard the
anything went
dialogue
wrong-
and, you know,
we were set to follow.
just hear this voice
There were
over
3
the
of
whole
us.
time.
Well,
Commander William Billy
I think
Lockhart,
that they're talking in Russian.
But there,
astronaut Hans Walters,
it's still dubbed, I can hear it.
and me, Andre Fresnel.
Yeah. Hartman would agree with me, he said.
I remember how
you?
worried
So
we
this
were
is
as we
Andre?
listened to their voices.
Yeah,
So
guess
many
so.
miles
Okay,
away.
Andre.
Kern's calling Marcia. Kern's calling Marcia.
They named
Marcia.
their shit. Marsha.
Refueling completed. Ready for blast
That's a
off.
dated joke. That's a very dated. Candy or California Tiki will laugh at that one. That's
Drop the nuke.
Blast off. Oh, away for us.
Ah! I guess it wouldn't be fire. What would did they just get launched off the thing, or how would that even work? I guess it wouldn't even hit you. There's still force coming out of the back of it. Yeah, there's still force. But that force is just sending you forward, though. It wouldn't really go backward and hit that. And the fire would dissipate. There's no oxygen. There wouldn't even be fire.
Yeah, it's more the exhaust gases that are going out.
Let's bring in our special guest. Neil deGrasse Tyson,
Margaret
everybody! No, I was gonna do
Explain this to everyone.
Yeah. Well, the science, the stars are wrong, as you can clearly see. Yeah, thanks, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Thank you. And did you know Pluto's not a planet? Yeah, but we could have just let it. It's our solar system.
They were on the last leg of their journey.
Fuck off, bitches! I hate Texas! The space station! The space station! They have reclining chairs. This is sick as shit. I don't think
And
our
then they
astronauts
saw
have
it.
reclining chairs.
Venus.
There it is.
Looks about right.
Cloud formations,
The
30%
far cloud
ash
known
content.
as Venus.
And they prepared to land.
A planet of fire below us. Is it a new world, or will it consume
Yeah, why
us
would
all?
you go here? What?
At any moment.
Well, it will burn us all alive and squish us, but you know, we'll still go.
Well, you know, prehistoric women.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's a promise of prehistoric women, so therefore.
These guys were like, sign me up, man.
Sterling's sister! Every time I see this sign, I just think of Sterling's sister.
We're gonna need a bigger Magnum.
That's it's like one of those little ones you put on your pinky when you get a cut.
Are we landing now, or is this just us still trapped?
No, we accidentally reversed the shot. We actually reversed the footage. This is an accident.
Black clouds.
If I remember right,
I
they
don't like
changed
the
one of
looks
the
of this.
actors midway through. I think the doctor. Like it's
I'm
just a
turning
different
control
guy.
over to Robot John.
Ahead, steep mountain. I am going up.
Wow, close call. We're watching on the
He's
location
just looking
finder.
out the window.
area is strange. This is
Robot
truly
John's
a prehistoric
like, look,
planet.
He's just reporting on what I could see.
Landing location
Like
is
the
square
horror of the
73.
crew.
We're now dropping our beacon. Landing
Ship
300
approaching.
meters southwest
Captain,
of
the
square
ship is
73.
approaching.
Oh,
You don't
there's
need to
water
repeat.
beneath us.
I have one
We're
job on
drifting.
this shit. Sigourney Weaver is
Oh,
the
man, you
funniest
fucked it.
fucking
Kern.
funniest thing.
Yeah, she is. She's
Answer. Kern.
Are we still on YouTube, Sterling?
Ah, they're gone.
Sherman.
Yeah, so far so
Kern.
good.
We haven't
Are you
been
there?
taken off yet.
Not yet. Still alive.
It's hopeless.
No, they're gone.
Well, very soon after that, it became clear there was only one thing to do.
It's pretty
Blast
obvious.
off for Venus
Shoot
ourselves.
John out the airlock.
I guess we're gonna have to go to. Those guys are.
Complete the mission, explore the planet,
Explore
and
the.
attempt to rescue Kearns.
You're like, it's a hellhole of lava, and you're like, yeah, let's just go down there.
They were
But
still alive.
prehistoric women. That's right.
We lost the ship. Yeah, prehistoric women. But we lost the ship on the first round. Yeah, let's try another one.
think like the record is like 6 minutes.
Keep
on
coming.
Venus.
Right?
Either like the
Rovers
Russians.
lasted on Venus.
Yeah, it's like the Russians or the Chinese did it.
Cover me, Kern.
Ka-pew, ka-pew.
Look out! There comes another one.
Ah, the baby Godzillas, no!
We're just murdering.
Well, we just wanted to help you all. Ah! That's my cousin Carl.
Look out!
Hand grenade.
Hey, I see help.
There's a water source. Ah! We have food. Ah!
There.
Oh, the robot's just gonna kill
Course
him.
110. Secure yourself to that boulder, John. Proceed. Proceed.
This guy's just toying around with his robot while there's monsters.
Right? Well, at least all the monsters are gone now.
He's better equipped to fight this place than we are. I'm wondering if we should be here at all. Why don't you catch a bus and go home? Don't think I wouldn't if I could find one.
I love these people. How funny.
There he is. He's up. Pull it tight. He can hold it.
Just catch a bus and go.
You better go first.
They've been
and
training
I'll
for
come
this
along
mission
after
for
you.
at least a decade.
He's held that joke in for
Within 2
years.
hours, be ready to go.
Oh, it's finally time. It's finally time. And he fumbles it. Why don't you get on a butter? Like, leave.
Why would you take the bus?
Ah, damn it! My moment.
Are we gonna watch this fucking ship fly to fucking Mars?
Yeah, space was cool, dude. You don't understand. This is cool shit. This is some Christopher Nolan level shit.
Venus lay ahead,
This is deep.
but our thoughts were with Kearns and Sherman. If they were alive, would we be able to find them?
Don't let me go, Murph! Don't let me go! You guys didn't watch a lot of
that would
Interstellar,
depend.
did
Do you know
you?
where they landed?
I mean,
Yes, I did
how
watch
big can Venus be?
Rest. We've very little oxygen left us. Hope they're on the way.
How, you know?
The same size as
Looking
Earth.
for us. Through this
Well,
heat.
Yeah? What does that have to do
May
with
not be
finding where
able
they
to make it
landed?
through to us. You better hope they'll get through it and spot us.
Oh.
I'm beginning to feel like my head's swimming.
Almost
Of
like...
course. It's your torn suit. Infection is getting through. Maybe we ought to take some
Infection?
Quinzel. No.
Bro, if you
We'd
breathe
have to
like
rest after.
half a breath on this planet, you're dead.
Must-
Like, what do you... I guess they
Yeah.
didn't know that. They didn't know that.
Moving.
They
But
wouldn't
knowing
be
what we
on
know
the
now,
planet
they'd
right
be
now.
I know. They'd be crushed instantly. That
Yeah,
fucking...
they'd be.
has like the same density
Yeah.
as like fucking Jupiter. That doesn't like not exist. It's like pancake.
About halfway down to they wouldn't even make it to the surface.
We got to Space Station Texas ahead of schedule.
Would you rather get spaghettified from a black hole or crushed on Venus with acid rain? Like, what's the more
crushed
horrible?
on Venus with acid rain.
What's the more or appropriate way to die in space? What about you, Sterling?
I think being
Autoerotic asphyxiation, of course.
You gonna jack off while you open up your mask in space? Like, like, this is the way I imagined going out. Oh yeah.
I have a reoccurring dream just like that.
Then your blood would boil, right? But your blood boils, but your skin freezes. Like,
Refueling was
you'd be
accomplished
fucked.
in record time.
But the orgasm is
Yeah,
out of this world.
That's the one to die to.
What I was thinking
Sterling, this
about
is a
as we sped
family
through the
show.
dark
We're on
universe
YouTube
our way
now.
to an
Out of
unexplored
this
planet.
world.
We're on. Gotta keep it. Oh my like it.
Hear me? It'd be out of this world.
Oh,
I was wondering if maybe there wasn't some reason that Venus
your
had
cum
been
is just
named after the
orbiting
goddess of
Venus
love.
for the rest of time.
Maybe there wasn't some
mean, I've heard
wise
of
old
space
astronomer
jokes.
way
Oh my
back
God.
in the dawn of time who knew something.
They like lift off from Venus and it
Something
hits
he
the
kept to
windshield and they're like, did a bird just
before
poop
I
on
could
the
come to any
windshield?
conclusions
Like,
about
what
it,
is this?
What the hell is that?
preparing
They
for
take
our
it,
touchdown
they're like, maybe
on
it's an
Venus.
organism, and they
Or
take it
maybe
in for
I'd find all the
sampling.
answers.
It's like 200 years in the
And then
future.
almost before I
And
knew
they
it,
find out
we
it's
were
just
there.
someone's
We were landing.
jizz from fucking 200 years ago. How about you, Sterling? Oh, I guess you said. I think I'd rather get spaghettified, honestly. I wonder if that would be instantaneous or how that work, because time is also getting sucked into that. So would you even, like, I'm interested in that, like, what happens to you?
I feel like getting spaghettified in slow motion is not.
It's slow motion to you on the outside,
we're
though, but
landed.
inside of it, time is
Voila.
stopped. So I don't know if that's like, would you even notice, or
Don't
like,
begin
would it be
celebrating yet.
forever?
Ha.
Would you just
See,
die
that's what I'm
instantly?
saying. The
Is our level
Venus
okay?
getting crushed would happen instantly.
Yep, there it is.
Because you'd be going,
On the
going,
button.
going until the pressure.
Boy,
of
it
the
sure feels
vehicle
Yeah,
strange to
you would
have
burn
weight
a bit,
crushed and
though.
you'd be dead. No, you just be
Yes,
dead.
it does seem strange. That's sure.
Are you gonna wear a
it's
suit
nice
so you
and
get like
solid.
halfway through the atmosphere?
Well, I
so
don't know
the
about
acid
you
rain
fellas,
doesn't get you?
but I'd like to see Venus.
Open
I
number 3
Did it
imagine
get
hits the
you're
crushed?
sending in like some capsule that would just get crushed.
Oh, okay. Like you have a nice little room for it. Like you're
Yeah,
you're in your
paper.
comfy
Try
chair,
the port viewer.
nice recliner like these guys have, and you're just like, all right, here we
Color
go.
screen gets an
You're
okay.
interstellar. You're walking around
We'll
on
pan
a
for
planet,
it.
or are you in a ship?
Formations of weird rock.
Rock on a
Weird
planet?
rock.
Something's there.
What?
I'll switch
Weird
on the outside
rocks?
sound pickup.
That's unheard of.
Unheard of. Aren't you glad this is only an hour and 10 minutes, guys?
Yes.
Did you hear that? Frame his face. Nope, not gonna do it. They refused to frame that guy's face in the last shot. They said no.
That was the first time I heard her.
A human being?
Hold it.
Sirens? See, that's a cool concept, like sirens on Venus. Luring men to their... Yeah, because then it's just the story of the sirens
Transfer to
leading you
playback.
to your death again, like we used to
Meanwhile,
have for
You
sailors
might
and
check
shit,
upon
right?
the atmosphere.
That
Hop.
led you into the...
It better be good.
Crash your
Then you better
ship.
get your spacesuit. We'll move out.
Right.
Andre,
So
I want
wonder-
you to attempt a
We should write a
contact with
story
Sherman
for
by
that. That's
radio.
actually pretty
If you
smart.
raise them, tell them to report their position. Then get yourself into a spacesuit. We're going to walk about. I'll be right
But you couldn't
Throw
pick
in
That'll be
Venus.
handy if I slip.
I need
Get
to
knocking
your
now.
gel, though.
It's 4.7 on oxygen.
That's pretty close.
All right, we're coming up on your bet now. I lost, I think, unless he gets here in the next 7 minutes.
These astronauts are like, where's all the bitches?
I heard there was prehistoric bitches on here. That's why I signed up. It's made of sponge.
I'm gonna take a look around.
Didn't we see them
Planet of
walking
Neil
around?
Salisbury.
Wait. Oh, this is the other team. This is team 2.
Yeah, this is
This is team 2. I was like, where the didn't we do this? But now we gotta see it all over again with team 2.
weird rocks. Oh man, I've never seen a rock like this before.
It's like the kind you would see in Southern California.
Are you saying the moon landing was fake?
Oh, this water is.
See, this film was actually ghost directed by Kubrick, just warming him up, you know, for the moon landing.
Kubrick
So-
actually
original
directed the
concept
It was a
Zapruder
weird,
2001.
desolate place, but it fascinated me. And I forgot all about Kearns and Sherman.
How long were you holding
What we
on to
were there
that
for.
one? That came out so ready,
I
bro.
just received a message. What did they say?
He's like, I got a joke. I'm getting it
You
out.
can't be sure, but it looks like two objects. One metallic and moving in the area we expected to search. Probably Kern and Sherman.
Come on, Andre.
I've seen freshman student films better than this. Oh, I've seen these hentai. You just gotta open your legs wider for it. Yep, just like that. Yep, you got it.
Tentacle monster.
Senpai, save me, senpai!
You'll contact us.
Oh my god, it's so... Don't stop him yet! Give me 5! Give me 5!
Turn off your comm when you're gonna do that.
Turn off your comms! Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Grab that tentacle there.
Oh, come on, man, it's a flower.
It's a Venus human trap.
Oh, there it is.
Venus. A Venus human trap. Right? What's the plural of Venus? Veni?
Venus is a name. You can't have.
Well, what if you had? What if multiverse incursions happen like in the MCU, and you have 2 Venuses?
No, it's probably like moose, or it's singular.
Vini.
Look at all the Venus.
No, I bet the Italians would be the first one to find it, and they'd be like, "Look at the Vini."
Careful, Andre.
The Vini.
That thing again.
That's pretty cool. That it looks like a rock,
Can you
though. A
imagine
plant
that?
that looks like a
He's
rock.
bashful. Why don't we take one of those things home for the zoo?
You've got to be more careful, Andre.
Fit it in the fucking ship.
we
Is that
hadn't
what we're
heard
gonna
you
do,
call me.
Carl?
I didn't call,
We're gonna bring
You
the
called out
man-eating
to us.
rock
We heard
plant
you.
into the fucking
but I
ship.
didn't call you.
All right, Carl, we're leaving you behind.
It sounded like Lockhart.
So in script writing,
Let's be
everybody,
getting back.
you're supposed to say it does feel
All we knew
unnatural,
was
but
that
you need
Marcia
to
at
say
Earth
people's
Control had
names
spotted
as
what
much
was
as
probably
possible.
Kearns and Sherman and
Like,
approximately
hey,
where they
Sterling,
might
what do
be.
you know? Like, you gotta do that. Like, it
So we
sucks.
started out in our
Yeah,
space
exactly.
car heading in
You
that
have to do
general
it. It
direction.
sucks. It doesn't feel natural sometimes.
Not
But
stopping
think
to
of like
investigate
Predator.
the
They're
many
like, hey,
prehistoric
Dutch,
sites we
Dutch, you
passed.
gotta go out there, Dutch. You know, how many times does it
But
say
we were still
Dutch?
unable, no matter
Right?
how
So it's
hard
like
we
you gotta
tried
do it. I don't
to
know
make
a
radio
single one of these
contact
people's
with
fucking
Kearns or
name.
Sherman. So we had no way of
Andre
knowing
and
what
Carl.
they were going through on
Andre?
that distant part of
They
the
only know
planet.
that because Andre's the narrator, and they just called that dude Carl.
They called him Carl? I didn't make that up. I thought I made that up.
No. Now I'm thinking I made it up.
I
I thought they said that. Did they not say that?
No, I've been
Am
calling
I
him
losing
Carl. No, because I've been calling him Carl on purpose because I haven't heard his name yet this whole time. I think I might have confused you.
You planted that.
Yeah,
Possibly.
I inceptioned it. Anyways,
Let's go
what are we
back
gonna
and
cut to? This movie? I don't know. Like, we can talk about this. Like, this movie sucks.
Why does Robot John have like
Water, my
crazy monster
mechanism
claws?
is in danger.
That seems like
It's
a
the
bad
grip.
design.
I know. I think you'd be able to grip.
All right, John.
Like you go.
Find shelter.
Like you can grip with every step. Like a cat digging its nails in, kind of thing. To launch itself.
I think I'm waiting for Robot John to turn into like a Skylon and just start murdering people.
We have to go on. Come on up.
That's it.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the planets you're used to.
Bring him this way. There is no water. Come on. Just a little bit further. There's a cave right over there. Come on. That's it. Just a few steps further.
Hey, a camera move. Hey, that wasn't.
You did something.
Ah! That was a nifty little cut. You did something, movie. Well, Dale Zero, so far your shot is that one so far, so good luck.
Yeah, pretty much.
That one
John,
shot.
Stay with us. Make sure they find us.
They're being
That
creative
one
in
cutaway. It wasn't even
No.
the shot itself. It was the use of a cutaway edit.
Must continue.
Like
to
a
work
not a
the laws
cutaway.
of mathematics.
What would that
Always
be? A J?
precise
An L cut?
probability. Mathematics, my
What is
proof.
that?
Mathematics, my.
Mathematics.
Math, science,
Marcia.
arithmetic.
Marcia. Here is Marcia.
Marsha's their ship.
You must help us. It's closing in.
I await.
Who would have
your
guessed the
order.
poisonous atmosphere was
I
poisonous?
await
Who
your
could have known?
Order.
Yeah.
Help.
Sterling's sister all
Find
over
us,
again.
John.
I guys like 5 in a row, buddy. I'm ripping you.
Yeah.
You haven't gotten me back yet. I'm gonna keep doing it until you get me. I mean, the hovering of the ship's pretty fun.
If we do, my friend, we'll never
Some
make
poor
it to 'em.
PA's carrying it and then putting it down. It's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Chance there is of finding them.
The PA's pick it up. You can tell it's on like 2x4s. It's just like Are you lift certified,
That
bro?
voice again. Hold up.
Why didn't the other team have a ship? Like a little car.
They're a bunch of losers.
Yeah.
Team 1 was a bunch of losers.
They set
didn't
them
get
out to die.
Yeah.
Sirens!
You guys hear that, right?
It sounds like there's a second movie somewhere that we'll get
Almost
to.
sounds like a girl.
A girl?
Almost.
Perhaps.
Sounds like your mom. Ha ha! Got him.
Or a
Take that,
monster.
Carl. Or Bill or Steve.
Lewis.
Bob. Sanchino. Oh, are we going to the second movie now, guys? You ready for the second movie? Remember how they're in the mountains. Yes. Yes. The shore, yep. Yep, still the shore. Could have cut this 10 seconds sooner, but okay, still the shore. We zoomed in, okay.
Hold.
Yeah. Hold! Wait, go back! What are you doing? Go back!
Wait.
You supposed to hold that shot!
Pass by the good part. Oh, wait.
I kind of like the idea of sirens on a deadly planet. I actually think this is a really cool idea. Like how it would be a horror movie, right? You would do it like a Blumhouse horror movie, maybe? Like a horror sci-fi?
I like that.
Wake up. Wake up, Marama.
She would probably be like...
My sisters are calling. Wake up. Wake up.
We
Nada.
don't realize, we think we saved her from whatever
sisters
bad
are awake.
situation, but she's really the
They're
monster
hungry.
kind of a thing.
You have slept enough. It's time to go into the sea.
The cut first act of Aquaman.
This explains everything.
I'm glad you guys get to suffer with me on this one. Because I'm doing this one by myself. It was so hard.
That shot there made this like the
Well,
beginnings of an 80s hair metal video.
Yeah, is that the cover
Y'all
of a
ready to
of a
rock?
Led Zeppelin?
I said y'all ready to
It's a
rock.
human sound.
Well, there are sure no humans here.
Well, we're humans.
It's a White Snake
No
video.
one else has made it. You better believe
Yeah.
it.
Right?
But it sounds so human.
Subhuman, you mean, like that 40-armed plant that just grabbed you.
I still say it's
I
a
really
girl.
enjoyed that
Girl.
plant.
Was my
Her name was
nickname in
Susie.
Could be.
I was like,
He's
White
onto
Snake was
something.
your name in college.
It's possible
Why
that
was it
before us,
named that,
other
That's
men-
Sterling?
that's what your sister
Especially
called
in
me.
this age.
Ah, you got me.
You ought to know
Yeah.
that, Hans. To a man of science, anything is possible until proven otherwise.
All right,
All
girls.
right, you
now-
guys all know how to swim, right? No, jump in.
Director, I think we lost Stacy. Keep rolling.
The credits. No blonde bimbos were lost in the making of this movie. Oh my god.
Holy shit. That chick just really bite the head off a fish. It looked like
That's what it looked like.
Well, I can't imagine any people in their right mind exploring planet Venus.
Come on, Hans. We're here, and we're in our right minds, aren't we?
Let's go.
Are you in your right mind?
The therapist actually said I'm a little anxious. So.
Told me to get out and do some traveling.
These look like B-cup seashells.
Uh-oh. I didn't know Rodan was in this one.
Uh-oh, it's their ex.
Ah, fuck. Rodan. You gotta call... Oh, wait.
We must leave this place.
Who would be the
Follow me.
giant planet protector of Venus?
Lord save him.
What?
There's no response from Kern or Sherman.
Well, we should soon be there.
Keep trying. Maybe we can bring them in on the helmet mic. Kern has an auxiliary.
I am.
Yes, Vice Military.
Getting him.
So I just said I was muted. I was coughing. Yep, I said 0-0 wins by 6 minutes. Sterling, you're a loser.
Hear it?
What's new?
We don't need to hear dialogue. Fuck that. This is art. It's like Tenet all over again.
Point to point on the dial. We'll find it.
You heard a show
knows
but
what's
don't tell.
happening.
This movie doesn't show or tell.
Hello. John, hello.
It's just
John,
a vibe.
get it? This is the
I
command
get it.
desk.
It's just a vibe of a movie. Well, there's sirens and some space travel, and there's a robot.
I mean, come on, man. It's all there in the context.
Hello.
It's in the fucking title.
You must hear me, John.
Right?
Please
Context,
open your
man.
mic and answer me. You must obey me, John.
Bubble knots.
No response. Try another point.
She sells seashells by the sea cup, by the sea store, by the seashore.
If you hear me.
Say that. See if you guys can say that. She sells seashells by the sea cup, by the sea store, by the... No, I can't.
It should be in the sea store by the
Tell me
sea
what's
store.
outside.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I fucked it up. You said it right. Hey, you tried to do it there, Zero. We all tried now. It's up to you.
Not far. Ask him about the men.
Hello.
By the sea cup,
We
in
would
the
like
sea
to
store,
know
by the seashore.
about
By the
Kern
sea store.
and
He said
also
in the
about
sea.
Sherman.
She sells seashells by the sea
said
cup,
in, 'cause it makes
by
no
the
sense.
sea store, by the seashore. Alright, well, is this movie still going on?
How much time before we get there?
Well, thanks for entertaining us for a
Commander,
minute.
maybe
Nice
your
man.
robot can help.
Right. Keep an eye on the compass. Grab onto
Hey! Hey, Joe Mama!
Hello. You will listen, John.
I'll tell Ada
First,
you
you
said
will
hi.
obey
She's
me
not
and
with
do
us tonight.
precisely what I say. You will listen. Listen, John. Obey my every command.
We're getting sleepy. Very sleepy.
From Kern's first aid kit. Repeat. Container 2.
He has to be told to deliver the medicine? And these guys didn't realize they had medicine, I guess? If only we had
just
some
said
kind of
help.
medicine to fix us. Oh, good job.
Oh, he dropped it. Now it's been contaminated with Martian.
Remove one tablet. One tablet.
Venusian soil?
Then open his helmet.
Venusian soil. How would you say that?
I bet you plural
tablet.
Venus is like penis. It's
Place the
Venus,
tablet
like
in
with an
his
eye
mouth.
though.
You must do this quickly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Revive him with water.
Look at those Venus.
No, yeah, I think
That's such a
Neil deGrasse
big
Tyson
Venus.
actually tweeted that the other day.
Yeah, look at such a big
Then
Venus.
close his helmet.
He's just getting it all over his face.
That's
That's
gasoline!
Diddy with his baby oil.
Oh my god!
John is just waterboarding him.
Yeah. Stupid human.
At least we know they're alive.
Let's hope they stay that way.
Well, they were.
Ada,
So you just had John murdered.
Ada did have to get an update. I did take a bit out of her. Dude, Ada dropped 2 C words in a row.
I'm ready with the evidence.
She just outed. I gave her permission to cuss, and then I gave her permission because she thinks she's Australian.
He hit him. He's running around.
Maybe
Yeah,
not.
We're in for it now. He knows we're
I
here.
said you can use colorful Aussie language slang and cussing is what I wrote into her, and I did not expect.
Here he comes.
She took it
Here he comes
pretty
again.
big, and I was like, oh shit.
I was gonna say the same thing that happened with the Australia, like
We'll submerge.
use that one all the time.
We were forced to submerge even though we had killed the flying reptile
It just caught me
because
so
of the
off
damage
guard.
the creature had
I was
caused
like,
when it
what?
hit us.
What did you
And it
just
was a
say?
good thing, too. For here, under the sea, we were to find
yeah,
the
it was
secret
foul
to
mouth.
life.
She got a little too wild. I had to change up her code a bit because that was like, oh, that was a little much.
That's pretty funny that Ada got it.
She took the be foul
Let's
mouth
put it
like
down
a
for
little
now.
too
Take a rest.
literally.
It's not part of the
Like too much.
calculation.
Well, she before would say shit and fuck every once in a while, and I was just like, okay,
hope
we'll
this will
allow
run
you to
again.
go a little further.
Don't worry,
You know,
it
like
will.
son of a bitch, or something like that. I expected, you know.
She went a lot.
She went calling people cunts
Look,
in a
the cliffs
video
are all
game, and I
uneven
was like,
roads.
whoa,
Like streets.
whoa,
Jesus.
I'll look around. Just 5 minutes.
that's a little too
Might find
human,
something
Ada. We gotta
interesting.
take that out right now. Sterling, are we still on YouTube? Are we making it? Hell yeah.
Shot the lizard bird.
Nyla, come here. Hurry.
Do it! Death by Shmoosh.
Do it.
See, I don't know, man. Death by Shmoo. I feel like I'd be like the guys in Futurama where they smile and then frown, smile, frown. Like, eh, oh, eh. Oh. Oh, no.
What makes Nyla and Marama so sad?
I never thought I'd die this way, but I always hope so.
Oh, Dara. What evil demon has destroyed our god? We must carry him to the holy place and pray to his spirit.
Oh, we're back at the second movie. Shut up, Stacy. Stacy likes to be the bass.
Don't you think that would like shatter your like vision of the world, perception of the world?
Commander.
Yeah.
Your god just washed up on shore dead. You know?
Yep. Nope. That's why like the whole point of 300
what do
was
you
just
know?
to make that guy bleed. You remember? Like it wasn't about winning. It was just about hitting him in the face once.
Andre!
Yep.
What's up? You just
Andre.
look here. That's only a petrified tree.
That's our
Only.
hero,
Why,
right?
it's a bronze statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
And much more.
He's the one that was narrating. That got ahead of the story. And he was like, "Wait,
You
let
say
me
rubies?
rewind."
Show me.
Throw it
Symbol.
back.
The eye of an idol.
An idol?
Yes, a reptile.
This
Yeah,
would-
totally.
A
This would be
reptile
thrown in the
resembling that flying
fireplace
monster
if it
that
was
attacked
turned
us
in for
earlier.
like a Twilight
Up
Zone
there.
episode.
You're right, Andre. I'm not laughing anymore. There was a civilization here. And I'll bet you there still is.
Why would you?
and you just murdered their gun. We're gonna be totally cool with that.
What could possibly go wrong?
Great terror. We cried for the flesh of your spirit that lies dead before you.
Stacy, shut the fuck up! We're trying to host a
singing lessons.
We're hosting a funeral for our god, Stacy. Sitting over here smiling. I have a big performance tomorrow.
Oh, she gets chosen one.
To you, O Terra. You will be avenged. The evil demons that did this will themselves be destroyed.
Not by us.
Those evil men.
Prophecy foretells.
Something seemed to draw me away. To
I
make
think
me
it was
search
called
for
boobs.
I didn't know what.
I decided to just go wandering
I
off
felt
on the
something.
ocean
I don't
floor.
know. I felt as though I were being watched.
Without telling
A
anybody.
harmless octopus. Yet still feeling a strange presence. I went
Almost
on.
like a second movie was happening just over the horizon.
It was always just out of reach.
Yeah,
But then,
it always
as
feels
quickly
like
as it came, that weird sensation vanished.
half of this
And
was
then
shot
there
in
was
Russia.
Nothing but the sea. So I followed my original impulse, looking for a clue like the statue of the flying reptile.
You guys didn't know this was a musical, right? He's gonna break
Hello,
up.
my darling.
I know,
Hello,
he
my
says-
darling. Hello, my
And I found nothing. Except a rock that I liked for its shape.
Standing
And
on
that
the
could serve as a
corner,
specimen for the
watching all the
geologist.
girls go by. Watching all the girls, watching all the girls.
Are they just gonna toss it back into the ocean? That's pretty rough.
Terra has spoken. He must return his flesh to
One of these movies is better than the other, but I can't determine which one. Because this one doesn't have talking. They just kind of like look at each other. But boobs.
It's all temp.
But boobs and seashells, you know?
Do you think it was supposed to be like they're supposed to be telepathic, or did they just cut out all this word of that and speak?
Maybe it's just all the reaction shots cut together and they put speech over it since it is a spliced in movie. Like,
right?
Sleep well.
And they just dubbed it, kind of like Power Rangers. Not much of a god.
Who is this? What sisters are these? Moana, Akimi, Gloria. What is it? Invaders. We've seen strange invaders walking under the sea. Demons. Did you hear, sisters? Demons. They had big heads and walked in our ancient holy place under the sea. It was they
Under
who
the
killed
sea.
Terra. They must
Under
die.
the sea. Life is better down where it's wetter, where you have seashells on your boobies. It's
We're here. I couldn't have lasted much longer. You're not alone.
Under the sea.
Here we are, Skipper.
I mean, the whole planet's
We'll
like
need more
carbon,
fire.
like real
Everything in
life.
the
That
car
thing
is
uses
smoking
like a united the planet.
Yeah.
The whole planet
It's
catches
all
on fire.
methane.
Yeah, it's just like the whole planet catches on fire.
How are the batteries?
What
done?
would happen if
Stay
we did
dry.
send a probe and it exploded or something like that?
The atom plant?
We should.
See, that's the thing is I don't think there's enough oxygen to let that.
Got that worried look again,
gas
huh?
combust.
Oh, that's true. So they
That's
just
why, like,
fizzle.
You're right.
when like, yeah,
I've pulled
that's
and
why I like
checked
when
every
you
wire
write
and part in that
meters
darn
so that,
radio.
like, it doesn't
It won't operate.
explode because there's not enough oxygen.
I've tried everything I know. I tell you, it's simply hopeless. How about a long string and an oatmeal box? Oatmeal box.
The radio will
Good
dry
thing
out.
we have this
We know
raging
it's not
fire
a
to
dead
keep us
planet.
warm in our spacesuits.
Not completely. Our
I'm
proof
sure
is the
that-
statue.
Why weren't those insulated in the first place? Those
And the woman.
spacesuits
She's probably
And,
somewhere.
like-
going into space.
You
For
would
his
think
sake.
they wouldn't like
the
chance
main thing
fire.
is,
They'd just use
there
like
could be a
lights,
whole race of
like the
people
lights
out
on
there
their
watching
chest
us,
or whatever,
hiding,
right? Like
afraid that we'll observe them.
you wouldn't risk a
the
fire.
giant LEDs.
We came from
Yeah.
above.
LEDs. Those are bulbs, bro.
Then we'll probably some
Yeah,
kind of
screw that in and hope the filament doesn't
What if
pop
they're
out.
human shaped?
They very well could look like this. But mind
LEDs.
you, I'm
Fucking-
only advancing
fucking
a little
Gen Z.
hypothetical science
I
fiction.
thought
Get
it was
outta
the
here.
future.
That
Get outta
nothing
here,
should be
Gen Z.
overlooked. Let's face
I
it,
can't read hands
they
on a
built a city
clock.
that's now under the sea. Hans, it must be true. Many made it to shore from the sea.
Then why didn't they build themselves another?
We may find they did when we explore the planet.
Before we leave, I'll meet her. Beautiful song and a beautiful girl. She must have heard you.
Where is it?
Everywhere. Suppose it could be
And
in
murdered.
or maybe she's helping us. If I could just see what she looks like.
She's taking a shit. This is what it sounds like with sirens.
This is not what you think.
Can the car make it?
I'm sure.
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad approach for your songs, like orgasmic kind of like a singing song that would lure men in, right? For our sci-fi planet movie that we're making.
Chilly, ominous
Right?
sensation.
Like,
I
what would
didn't know
that
what it
song
meant.
sound like?
And
Like, this
I
sounds
kept staring
stupid,
at that
so it
rock
can't
I'd
just be
found,
like,
as though perhaps
that
it
sounds stupid.
might hold an
So it
answer.
needs to be like, you know what I'm saying, like
Andre!
orgasmic and stuff. Like it needs the
Andre!
drum in. Like your ears perk up, kind of a deal. Hans, I farted in my
waiting.
suit. I can't see
teasing
out
him,
the
Hans.
dome. It's
He's
green
in
now.
love.
I can't do the. Sterling, can you do the? Do you know how to do the Jetsons car noise? That. That sound.
From Gen Z Jetsons.
You know that Jetsons.
Yeah, but I don't remember what the car noise
It went
was.
like that. Girls, I'm so glad we're on our way to the Whitesnake video finally. Yeah, me too. Oh, wee, oh. Oh. Should we shoot day for night? Nah. Let's just shoot it at night. Do you want some lights? No, that kills the authenticity. That's okay.
You're not going to see anybody.
No!
It's
You
at
listen,
night.
I'm the director. I say shoot it. He says shoot it.
Oh God of the fire mountain, let your boiling, red-hot earth
Oh, it's so
rain
much
down upon
easier
the
to
invading
shoot a
demons.
movie when they don't
Dare
act.
bring death to Terra.
This is so much easier. Should have done this from the first movie.
Wasting time.
Wasted time. Talking? Moving your mouth and acting? Psh, Reaction shots only, bitches. Yeah, it's just reaction shots. I think they really did just take the reaction shots out and then dubbed over it.
Boom Op was a little hungover.
Every time they talk, the boom goes into the shot because he keeps trying to get it.
Oh, nice. They summoned some fire. Alright.
Holy shit, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. It's got kind of out of hand.
Oops.
I didn't think I'd light the whole planet on fire. My bad. Oh, these guys are fucked. That robot's way too slow.
Strange.
That's why I like the robot in
Suddenly
Interstellar,
dark.
dude. That
No
thing
wonder.
spins and shit. That
What
thing
makes
called
you say
ass.
that? There's an ash cloud above us. An ash cloud?
I left the stove
Ground's
on.
rumbling. There's an ash
A
cloud.
volcano. Yes. It's spectacular.
Oh shit! I was guessing.
And beyond the volcano, it looks
What do
like
they
the
call
lights
this
of a
cave?
city.
They call
The
this
red
cave
spot Andre saw. We must get a move on.
Vesuvius
Not
cave?
right away. This might be our only chance to gather some samples. Lava and ash.
Well, I wanted to do the town. What's the
All
town?
right.
I remember
We'll
the
go to a
volcano.
much better vantage point than right
What's the
now.
town? Pompeii.
Sherman?
Krakatoa was
But
the
look at the
loudest one.
magnificence.
That's the one that went.
No one on Earth has seen such a sight.
They like heard that shit half a world away. Can you imagine all of a sudden you just hear a bang like a gunshot outside and it's actually a volcano going off on the other side of the world? That'd be
Hurry,
wild.
let's go to higher ground. I am hurrying. Are you getting the spectra sample?
Yeah, let's just take the lava.
Yeah.
Scoop it in with this piece of wood.
Yeah, still gotta do some science while we're.
The lava is rising.
Yeah. Let's go.
Fire. Are they gonna? Burn the infidel.
We waited too long. It's covered our path.
That's me and my Gen Z friends talking about Travis
Run a rope.
Scott. Fire.
From John. There's no more time.
It's like the end of Congo. You guys remember the movie Congo?
Hear you. Carry us across the lava.
It's a Michael Crichton movie, and it's apes get like laser guns and kill people. It's fucking crazy. But in the end, they have to kill the evil monkeys and the. And who was it? That was the. God, who played Pennywise? That actor, that really famous.
Yeah.
Tim Curry is the villain in that. He's all wild and shit. Oh my god. I might have to watch Congo.
Audibility getting better.
You've never heard of Congo, Sterling?
Giving
It's bad.
radio distance.
It was like the next Michael Crichton movie after Jurassic Park, and they were all psyched about it, you know? Like, well, Jurassic Park did good. Congo wasn't it.
I hope so, my friend. I'm sure. They'll be by here any minute yelling taxi.
Well, I gotta show Iceman I figured out how to make boobies with our remotes. You guys want to see me make a boobie out of our
Remarkable
remotes?
invention you have here.
It's just,
Nice to hear you admit it, Alan.
I learned it from watching the Pizza Guys chat.
Temperature, lower extremities, 500 degrees.
Because it's gonna be more entertaining than this.
Reservation mechanism says I must eliminate extra weight.
What now?
Disconnect the mechanism.
Where?
Open the door.
Here?
First panel. Hurry or we're dead for sure.
I don't know which.
Let me.
I warned you guys.
John the robot's
Just be reminded, I warned you all. I said, this one is going to be one of the worst, not the worst, but probably one of the worst.
Oh yes, throw him off. Throw him away.
I've done everything.
Good job, John. Look to see this.
Did it do it? Oh, I fucked it up a bit.
I'm free. We must hold on. They'll be here.
Just going on.
Don't go chasing lava falls.
For God's sakes, hurry.
God's sakes, man. I did it right that time. You guys see my Venom movies?
Your what?
My Venom boobies in the chat. I put Venom boobies in the chat.
He's here.
Because this movie's boring. Watch as there's... Yeah, fuck. You priceless piece of technology.
Robot John. Yeah.
Hey, everybody's together. We did it.
I never thought I'd see your ugly
Oh, hey,
face
you
again.
guys.
Did the matches.
Save him. And he
Imagine that, you're just around the corner on this whole planet. Wild.
No, we should have saved Kurt's robot instead.
We've been living on the edge,
Knew
Carl.
you'd make it. Is the robot finished?
You guys have been here for like 6 hours longer than me. Uh-oh. Here comes real Rodan. That was just like...
Oh, you should fight him. You should go with Rogue. They left me.
Oh, nah, he's melting into the...
He was so integral to the story. Oh my god. Remember when he... Remember...
Oh, Robot John.
Remember when he...
Remember when they said, hey, you're Robot John. We're
Like,
oh,
yeah, we
that's
cut
Robot
cut back to all the scenes with him, and it's just him getting introduced. Like, fucking...
It's just like...
him walking up a mountain. Yeah, him in the background, not even up close, and just walking in the background. Oh, we'll always remember you.
It was just a mental monster.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Yes, his
Danger.
destruction was imminent. He called my name.
Called my name.
It looks placid and calm. But frightening. Yes, I suppose it does, if you use imagination.
Imagination.
We'll soon be home. That's right. But we leave a friend behind.
Imagination. You just have to imagine a better movie, guys.
Join the rest of us.
I'm doing it. I'm closing my eyes.
Close your eyes and
imagining it right now.
imagine better
So
movie.
we
With the
took stock
sirens
of the
we talked
situation.
about. Remember them?
And though we tried to keep
They
our
lure
spirits
you
up,
into
it was
the
still
planet.
pretty discouraging.
Yes, yes.
Go
The
find
volcano
Where's
had
the song
destroyed some
coming
of our
from?
provisions, and our rocket ship's fuel supply
Manny's
was
gotta
low anyway,
really like brainwash
considering the
one of
added
us,
weight
right?
of
That's how that
Kearns and
story would
Sherman.
go. Like we gotta turn on each other.
It looked like we'd
Because
have to
that's
be
like a
starting
metaphor
back
for
very
women,
soon.
like getting you to
What
turn
else
on your
is there
friends,
to do?
right? So
Well,
then, like evil
we can
women,
look
not all
Andre's girl.
women, saying like you know the type I'm talking about.
It's one of the Greek, like, Greek myths of women.
Yeah.
And
Very
they're
cute,
usually
huh?
goddesses or something like that, but like
You name them after
Odysseus
us?
and
Well,
Circe.
with
Right.
triplets, it's better with numbers. Looks to me like he's raising his own countdown.
Why not names?
I'd forget.
I'm worried about him.
This guy's gonna have
So
triplets?
you really found proof there were people on this planet. Hard to believe.
Yeah, we saw a statue.
My head hurts, guys.
Believe it or not, my dear Mr. Kern, it's true.
It's getting to ice
saw it.
planet
I'd still
levels.
be here.
It's
I
getting
don't
to
know
ice
about
planet
that.
levels. Ah, I'm having
Could a human
flashbacks.
survive in a place like this? You survive. And man will almost always adapt himself in
Oh,
time.
Sterling, since we're multi-streaming
And
now,
don't forget in the dim past
ice
we all
planet's
lived
back
in.
on the table.
For centuries our Earth was
good.
hot.
Uh-oh.
But that atmosphere evolved mankind's form. Adjusting's the answer. And I'd bet that these people on our planet couldn't live. The air'd be poisoned. The Afraid I don't share your opinion.
You just can't close your mind to it. We found proof.
Why can't you share
Proof
his
of
opinion? Take
intelligent
the fucking
beings.
helmet
And those
off.
lizard men of Kearns.
That's proof. Look, suppose they do look like lizards. Couldn't they be people? Suppose they saw the ship, got frightened, then donned their lizard costumes, eh? Then jumped up and down to spook us away.
And then we
What
shot
possible
him.
story could explain it better, huh? None. You're the winner.
Killing.
Joking aside, my friend, man, lizard, or what, I know there were or are intelligent people here. If we just had time, I think they might come to us. Look, even you, Kern, said you thought you saw the lights of a city beyond the volcano.
Thank God.
I said they looked like, not were. Here, you two. Have some coffee and rest your voices.
If only there was some way to communicate with them, some way to make them understand we were not an enemy, that we wanted nothing except to know their ways, study their civilization. Or was it really all just fancy?
We left a bomb.
Just my wishful imagination?
Temples.
And that sound only an accident caused by the wind in the canyon?
Remember Close Encounters?
Oh, nice. Got him.
Hey, watch it.
Now that's where you're
Count down there about my children.
Carl's the worst.
Right?
Leave him on this. Leave him on the shores of California right now.
How would you like that?
I guess what would this be? The Russia part? Where would this be? They don't really.
Maybe on the Black Sea somewhere.
That explains the rock formation like this, actually. Doesn't feel very coastal.
Well, were both of these Russian movies, or what?
I don't know. I just know it's two movies spliced together and one's Russian. I don't even know which one. I'm guessing this one
this
because
could
they
be like
dubbed
the
it.
coast of Maine, or like
It is a new
Ireland,
day.
or
No
Scotland.
land is safe
See, I
again.
think this is the Russia
like
one.
this.
But what is that?
They're all
I thought those
conformed,
two should be-
Something strange.
like wearing the
is there.
same thing, same hair.
Come and see.
Uh-oh. Robot John washed up.
They got a new guy. I guess this is the one part of the movie that crossed over, huh? That's why we had to bring the robot along.
It is one of the demons. It is sent to us by the god of the fire mountain. He shows us his power.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm totally with the fire god.
Better get out and locate her, Andre. She wants you to stay on me.
See, the one guy
Just
that's
you
been
wait.
enticed by the song
I
should have
think
went and
perhaps we should be
followed
trying
the
to
song.
find her and take her with us.
Right? And like,
I
you kind of
vote
do
for that.
alien like he's infected,
She
but
might
it's
not
like
like us
a
much
charm
anyway.
thing.
If we could explore
He starts
beyond
murdering
those
the
hills,
others like a
I'll bet you money
psychotic
we find her
lover
and
kind of
the
thing.
city.
Right?
You've been reading too
Yes,
many
good.
comics.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Kern
This is
wouldn't
such a
believe she
good
existed if
concept.
she
Why couldn't you do
We're
anything
sitting on
with
his
this?
lap right now.
Want a
This
bet?
is like the safest, dumbest
here.
thing you could have done with all this.
Oh, we're science team. We took some samples.
And then you fly it
that's
home.
good now.
Good job, team.
That's all you did. And then we cut to the fucking girls. We pretend they're looking at each other. Yeah,
Sisters! All of the invaders have not been destroyed. They are stronger than the god of the fire mountain. But now, Terra will speak.
so they have multiple gods.
Boys,
So yeah, you
I
can
think
take
we
out
did a
the
job we can be
pterodactyl
proud
god.
of.
It's
Look
not
at
like,
all the samples
you know,
we got.
Like God, it's not like
There's going to be a large headline
Gods
when
that
they
can't
see all
die.
these great things we're bringing back to them.
lowercase g.
This one's loaded.
Look at all
Old
these
man.
rocks we brought from
Steady,
Venus.
child.
They're cool.
Bring the Spectra.
They're amazing things that we brought.
These-
These rocks.
Venus-y rocks.
This rock was lava at one point.
O Terra, most powerful of all the gods. gods, show us your wrath. Bring forth the waters
Wave
and the
takes them
fiery
all out.
heavens.
Bam!
Let not one invader remain to walk your land.
Today on Jackass, we're gonna try to stand on a wavy coast and see if we can stand as long as we can. It's sharp and deadly.
You have heard us, great terror.
I mean, we're just gonna...
At first, we didn't pay much attention to the rain.
That's just
though it
acid
did
rain.
seem
Let's all
heavier
remind
than any
everybody
rain
what
we'd ever seen.
Neil deGrasse Tyson would say in this situation.
But it continued without let-up. In fact, it seemed to
It's
increase
acid rain
in
and that would
severity.
melt their outfits off.
As we
Yes,
planned
please.
our takeoff procedure, which required some adjustment because of Kearns and Sherman, I know we all felt slightly uneasy, nervous, as we listened to the heavy rainfall on the ship. For myself, I listened with a sinking feeling, as though every drop were taking me further and further from ever finding her. Then suddenly...
Quickly, Andre. Hans.
Andre, go check it out.
This was all level ground when we landed.
The stream's cutting a whole new channel above.
Skipper, look here. A crack running clear across. If it widens any more, we'll all be lost.
Quick! Light the ship for emergency blast off. Maybe we can beat it.
Why'd we even get out of the ship?
Turn fast forward.
I don't think a robot covered in lava would float Iceman. I think that's just...
Maybe, yes, it does. We're gonna forget our space pressure.
Sherman, Kearns, everybody back to the ship.
Tiki says the music's annoying. I know, Tiki. Movie's annoying.
Hurry,
I
Andre.
warned y'all. I said we had 2 good movies in a row.
So what is this thing? Was that a bomb?
Maybe. I don't know. They don't explain anything. That's pretty dope.
Look what I found! Hey!
Man, a lightning bolt hits them. They take off without. They gets hit by lava. The siren song lures them into the lava.
Look, a base! It was in the rock!
Washed away by the river.
They're like us! Don't you see? Look! They're like us! We must stay! We must!
We can come back, Carl.
Yeah, let's come inside and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we can come back. Now's not the time.
Here, kicks the ladder.
Oh shit, I put it in reverse!
Wrong way. Ah, damn it.
Well, shit, we didn't kill him. Next time, Gadget! Next time!
That's when the flying bird comes out of nowhere and takes that thing out. That's when the tornado shows up. The real thing. Oh, actually, wouldn't it be Mothra
That'd be the twins.
with the ladies? Oh.
That's the twins.
Oh, yeah, I
King
wasn't
Kong
sure.
does the dance with the ladies. And then they sacrifice a girl.
They are stronger than our gods.
But then there's like...
They are stronger than Terra.
There's some good water ones. Like the crab and shit.
Terra is a false god.
Yeah, we need a flying one.
And
Oh, Tara, you suck.
it just like thuds against the rubber. This is me when every time I get stoned. So this society has
where
like
those seashells.
this is a cult. This has to be
abandon the seashells.
Take these two.
As a sign of rebellion. Yeah. As a sign of rebellion.
Oh, that killed Susie. My bad. And then they worship the robot. Yeah. Okay.
Robot monster.
This has to be a cult. There's like a whole society elsewhere that just lives under the water or whatever, and it's all fine. These are just crazy bitches that we're all into, like, you know how some girls are really into like crystals and shit, right?
Yeah.
They're like that with seashells, right? And so it's just a crazy cult kind of a deal. That's why there's no men, right? Or else if there's only like, what, 7 women left, they're not gonna make it very much longer. I'm just saying, 8 women. Yeah, and then they worship the robot, yes.
You're taking way too long for this.
We get it. They worshipped old things and now they're worshiping the modern tech. Ooh, good subtext. Moving on.
We're like, thank God they filmed these women actually dragging this thing up the fucking mountainside from the coast here. So we have enough B-roll footage of this. So like,
it'd be cool if he broke out of it. Like out of the lava. Like,
right?
Because he broke open the rock and got to see the thing underneath, so that'd be like good foreshadowing for the robot breaking out, right? You are now Robot Queen.
Hear us, O strongest God of all. We worship you.
Yep. Tiki, this is up there. In honor of the one I did by myself on the first time we did a losing app, we are doing it again. Could you imagine watching this by yourself and not with us?
It would be really hard.
Yeah. Aren't you happy we're here now? It's good marketing. Stacy, Carl. The girl's also named Carl. It's just a coincidence.
Yeah. No relation.
No relation. That's not even the same robot.
No, it's not.
Well, this one had a robot in it. We can kind of put a robot in our movie and combine it. So I think the Russian one was the girl one.
Well, that's the story.
Because this is like
It's
U.S.
been 2
goes
years
to
now, and
space,
there's
you
been
know,
no
kind
plan
of
to
thing.
return to Venus.
They wouldn't have made that
Lockhart
part.
and Kearns have
they
moved
would
on
not
to
have made
other
that part
missions.
for us.
There's Mars to be explored, and Jupiter. But I can't forget her, and I'm going back.
Das hates
Maybe
us.
someday I'll see her. Maybe I'll die trying.
We did 2 good ones in a row. I'm sorry you missed one of those. Oh my God, we made it! Yay! We did it. Thank you all for suffering with us. We're gonna do a quick little review, but while we leave review, please leave a like and share and all kinds of fun stuff. Woo! Well, guys, we got 2 good weeks in a row. We did His Girl Friday, really good, and we did that noir one, right? So you know,
You know, it's a really good movie when it feels like times longer. Ugh, that one was rough.
It was rough. All right, we're gonna do a review. Please leave your shit in the Please leave your comments.
You said what you said.
That's not what I said. Please leave your shit in the fucking chat and we'll call it out. Let us know what you thought. We have a couple of spots you can call out. But this is gonna be a fun one. Hey guys! But the first thing so for YouTube, Sterling and I went to film school, and Daryl Zero's worked on BTS and stuff, and he's a good camera guy and whatnot. And so, for one of the things we learned in film school is you always got to ask yourself, was it entertaining? That's the number one rule. It could be bad. It could have bad writing. We've seen bad writing but cool action. We've seen cool action but bad writing. Still good movies. How do you guys feel? He asked. How do you feel? Do you feel this was entertaining?
No.
Go ahead, Daryl.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
No. Sorry.
This might be the opposite of entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This took entertainment out of me. It's like a negative sum kind of a thing. Oh, Tiki's already ahead of us. Tiki's with their review. Gonna throw it out now. She's giving it 0 stars. No, get it out of here. She says. This is probably one of the worst we've ever watched. Honestly, did it have heart?
Yeah, it was rough.
It didn't have heart. It's 2 movies spliced together.
I
barely.
honestly think that this shot. No. Yeah, barely. And I honestly think, like we were saying, that the parts with the women were just all of their reaction and B-roll shots, like
they cut out the actual dialogue.
Like all the stuff they cut from the actual movie. Yeah. And so yeah.
All right.
No.
Sterling, do you think it had heart?
No heart.
Had something. It's hard to put my finger on what it had, but heart, maybe kidney stones.
Seashells. I remember seashells for some reason.
It had indigestion.
I felt the thing was coming up. Did it have humor? No. I guess they tried to tease him. I don't think it was humor. It wasn't funny. They're like, oh, I scared him. So they tried humor, but they failed at it miserably. So what would they do?
To be honest, that would scare the shit out of me. We're on a planet where we already got attacked by monsters, and you jump out of the fucking bushes as a monster. Look at that and shoot you.
Stab you, yeah. Fucking
Carl.
Fun fact, the guy who did the narration was Peter Bogdanovich, who's a famous writer-director. He's most well known for The Last Picture Show, which is a really good movie. Much better than this movie.
Yeah, this is money hunt. Spectacle. There was no spectacle.
He must have owed somebody a favor.
I thought some of like the old Soviet
space race stuff.
It was cool. It was kind of cool.
I mean, the girls were clearly spectacle, right? That's a form of spectacle. And yeah,
the robot had some cool designs.
Yeah, all right. A touch of spectacle, but they didn't do anything with it. They literally just walked around, and they swam around and stood on rocks, and that was like that for an hour and 10 minutes. Occasionally there was like a lava, which was the stupidest part. They're fucking scientists. Get the fuck out of there. What you? Oh my god, we're trapped by the lava. We gotta shut the fuck up.
Oh, this was actually one of Peter Bogdanovich's first directing roles. He directed the American bits. The
space bits,
the astronaut bits. Yeah.
All right. Well, at least it was short.
At least it got him a paycheck. That's what
yeah,
paid.
it's hard to make a living. You got to prove you can make a movie.
These
he made half a
movies where
movie.
You watch them and it's like, we can. If they made this and someone paid them for it, we can make a movie. And get paid for it because somebody paid somebody to make this, and they did.
Tiki says Cruel Shark was better. Oh my god, Cruel Shark was pretty funny at least. 2 hours will never get back.
At least we could have fun with that one.
All right, well, Sterling, Sterling, good luck, buddy. It's time. It's time, and it's your first time on YouTube too, so you gotta really you gotta show them what it's about, man. Here you go. No pressure. It's time for Sterling story time. It's good. Gotta play the intro. Your story time. It's time for Sterling story time. All right, Sterling. What's the story of journey to the planet of the prehistoric women, or whatever this is called?
Well, we talk about wheels for an unnecessarily amount of time.
That didn't really apply to anything.
Wheels, technology.
Of another planet.
It's like they're trying to do the 2001: A Space Odyssey thing, where like they show the bone as the first weapon, and then the transition to the spaceship.
Oh, okay,
like, yeah. Technology is advanced. We started with wheels, and now we're still using wheels, but now in space.
Yeah. Look at these wheels in space.
I wish we had our new audience a better taste for what this is, because this is gonna be a pretty simple one. All right.
I'm ready.
Our group of astronauts land on Venus.
Wait, say that again. Wait, before your astronauts. Astronaut. Okay, go, sorry.
Astronauts. Our group of astronauts land on Venus to collect rocks.
Yep.
I guess that's their mission.
They're doing science.
Some rock.
Yep.
They're doing science.
Doing some science. It takes a while to get there, but space, like you said, space race was really fascinating back then. So I'm sure this was kind of cool in a weird way.
Yeah, we're landing on the moon, and the audience is like, "Oh, we got to go to the moon, so let's make movies about the moon." So then they split up into teams of two to collect different rocks.
Wait.
And.
Well, no, because one team goes missing, and we go send the other team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're on a rescue mission.
Yeah, the second team's there to rescue him.
Yeah, he got tentacled. He got hentai.
He got hentai. One guy got hentai
by the tentacle monster.
I was like, it wasn't so bad. Okay. And that's one movie.
Yeah, and then on the other movie, there's a group of women.
Sirens, I would imagine. They sing.
Sirens.
Yeah, and they lure you to the...
That worship a dinosaur.
Well, they said they worship the volcano god too, so it sounds like they have there's the god of the sea. Yeah, there's the god of the air, there's the god of the volcano, one of those kinds.
They're just eating fish, having a jolly old time. Swimming around.
I think she really did bite a fish.
White women shit.
We gotta go get Starbucks after this. This girl is really like sushi, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then we cut back.
And we cut back. I don't know. Let's just skip to the part where they kill the monster.
Okay, they kill the monster.
Skip to that part. Yeah, they kill the monster, and then the blonde, the legally blondes, the group of legally blondes are like, our god has died and we're being invaded by devils. We need to go to the volcano and summon the fire demons and destroy them.
Yep, they do.
So,
it did work.
So they do that.
So the volcano god was listening. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's quite the coincidence. That's not like a storm rolls in. That's like, I wish the volcano will explode, and then like within seconds, the volcano explodes. That's some crazy coincidence.
I mean, have we ever tried that?
They do it again in the end.
Oh yeah,
have we ever tried that?
That's true.
Really wanting.
So
we're never really wanting a volcano.
I don't think you should truly wish for a volcano to explode, Sterling. I don't think that's a good thing. Not like that. All right. Anyway, and then our teams meet up. One team rescues the other team, and they leave the robot.
They get the rocks, and then the robot becomes like their new god.
Yeah.
Is that what they were kind of implying?
Yeah,
okay.
They're going like history, like the subtext is there, like history bad, future good. Technology, because they were worshiping a prehistoric animal, right? It's a pterodactyl or whatever, right? And then they're moving on to the robot, which is like technology and all of that. So I see the subtext. took us.
This movie would have been infinitely better if at the end it said, if the planet they were on was actually Earth the whole time. Earth. 200 AD.
Damn you all to hell!
This is the Garden of Eden.
Oh shit. That wasn't too bad, Sterling. That's really the
that's
movie.
the end.
Yeah, that's the movie, and then they worship the other one. I get it. A lot of meandering. You literally had just kind of skipped like 40
of really bad sound design.
Bro, you could barely hear him. And then the girls are just dubbed. Like, not even their mouth movements.
The whole movie.
I just heard mumble knees.
Well, apparently this was produced by Roger Corman. Makes sense.
Yeah. Our favorite.
Yeah.
Hey, Ellis is here. Yeah, you dodged one tonight, Ellis. You can go back if you really want to. But when we get to scores, I think you'll understand.
This movie was basically if they made Prometheus for like $2.
$20 budget. Well, if we drape some, you girls gotta find your own seashell bras. They look like some. Oh shit. Alright, well, that was pretty good, Sterling. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry you didn't have much to work with, but that's the way it works. You know what that brings us to then, guys?
There wasn't much to work with.
Yeah.
What's it bring us to?
That brings us to Daryl's zero shot of the movie.
I don't think you have much to work with either.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it. There's one shot.
There's the one.
The one shot.
There's the one they tried on.
Imagine if they did that for the whole movie, though. It wouldn't actually been that bad.
Bogdanovich was really like, I'm gonna stake my whole career on this one shot.
I think it's good.
I think it's like the one shot that they had in the footage they got to buy from wherever they bought all this extra footage from.
Right over there.
This is it, right?
Come on. That's it?
Yeah. Pull.
Just a few steps further.
That was fun. Well, all right. So, Daryl Zero, what's your shot of the movie? You gonna fill it? There was so many good ones.
there was so many to choose from in this movie that it oh man, I was just so overwhelmed with the
great cinematography.
Yeah, like their choice was just, I was like, oh my god.
All right. Well, the Russian part wasn't so bad. They were shooting the girls, you know. They had underwater shots
that all
too.
Felt like B-roll.
It was B-roll.
Yeah, it was all the B-roll.
It sounds like they sold B-roll to somebody. Like the movie itself wasn't there, but here's all our B-roll. I'll sell you the B-roll for like a few $1,000s.
Tell you all the stuff we cut from the like other movie we made.
It's actually not a terrible idea.
What it felt like.
The producer and me and my ears perked a second. I was like, what? It's like Corman's ears perked. He was like, aha! I will definitely do this. Right, is this it?
But, yeah.
Okay.
This is the only one where it felt like they tried. They tried to do something. Yes, they used this as a cut. You know.
But that's like you see in modern cutting. Like,
framed.
Yeah, that's what you see in like modern like fight scenes and shit.
Well, and this is like one of the shots that actually, like, if you think about it, at the end of the movie, right? We're framing the robot who becomes the women's new god, right? So it was a creative shot in the like, just, you know, it was like where we were saying this is one tribe, but after watching the whole thing and then seeing it, it's like it's actually a very kind of like important shot for later on. This is one where like I have to give them props for this one because this is quite creative in blending the two movies together.
All right.
You know,
especially since the
we're
robot.
framing the robot, and the robot, because the robot becomes the god for our siren, our Venetian siren call, our Venetian siren.
Venetian siren.
They start worshiping the robot. So like that shot is more significant now, even though that's a completely different.
I know no, this is a different robot. They did not have those hips.
They had two on the ship. We didn't see the other one, but anyway, point being, so I felt like it was a creative way to, like, I don't know, maybe they didn't even think about it or did it on purpose, but I thought that was like a creative way to try to tie the two films together.
I think there was
yeah,
I agree. I think they put a little effort into that part.
Right.
Everything else this is no effort. Look at this. This is ugly. Well, I mean,
everything
it's still
else,
framed, but this is stupid. Look at this empty space right on the third. That's ugly. This guy needs to be more in.
Strange. It's gotten suddenly dark.
Yeah.
He needs to be in on that third.
Standing in just a little bit closer. Yeah. Especially if you're
we can even just turn, or you could scoot over towards the robot, right? We can go like, what would that be, like 20 degrees to the right, and that would put him on the back left, and he could keep his distance. And then this guy, the robot, would fill most of the frame on the early bottom right, and then you'd have him. See, we could make it better.
Yeah, and then you could put something in that dead space and make it
a little bit of framing.
Yes. Right.
Total budget was $29.99. I love when Tiki gets spicy. That's when we know we watched the bad one, because Tiki ain't holding back. A lot of times she's like, yeah, it was fine. Or she really likes, I love when she really likes some that we watch, and then we're all like, I don't know. And she's like, I loved it. I was like, those are funny. I love watching. You guys are so fun.
Yeah, no, shoot.
Yes,
they did pay too much. I agree. $29.99. Like someone pocketed $20. You know what I'm saying?
Whew. All right. Well, guys, that was. Oh, this is when we get to hit real quick. Subtext. Dropping the old gods, taking the new god art technology. I know I said it earlier, but it's that part I will give them. Like this scene, the last scene of them stoning their old god to worship the new god. Like that's cool. It took him a while to get the stupid robot up, but we could have.
Hey, they bought that footage.
We're gonna use it.
They're gonna use it. By
We're gonna
fucking use that shit.
We're gonna fucking use it. So subtext. At least they had that. So point. It's not a 0. I can't give it a 0. I just know I can't give it a 0 when we get there because of. There's that one thing, and it's not bad. And the sirens luring you to a planet is a pretty fun idea. It's 2 things.
Yes.
All right. Well, guys.
Executed badly, but I very much
executed horribly. Like you could have done so much with this. This could have been great. Well, when we do these really bad ones, when our filmmaker brains kick in, it's like you have an idea, but you are doing it. This is where producers can step in and actually help you sometimes. It's like, yes, I love what you're trying to say, but we need
hear me out.
Unfortunately, this was Corbin buying B-roll, and he's like, no, I don't give a shit.
No, I don't even
$30 this is what you get.
I don't even think Corbin was involved. Someone went to him. They're like, hey, Roger, I got this idea. We're going to buy some B-roll. He's like, I'm in. Here's $40.
half the movie's B-roll. Yeah. Shoot it on with the... Shoot the rest with the shit we have. Like, there's some spacesuits from my other movie I made this year. Out of the 9 or whatever. Hey.
Yeah, here's some extra shit too. Go for it.
That's
Put me down as a producer.
I love Corbin. I told you when we first started this, I was like, dude, you're gonna see it a lot. He's gonna come up often, and it's always fun when he does. It's time for side character win. Woo!
Woohoo!
Woo.
Side character.
Sterling.
Side character win.
No, we don't start until you woo too.
Woo.
Woo! Woo!
I didn't, oh, you wooed so loud that we didn't pick it up. Cut you out. There you go. Yeah, do like a soft loud, you know. Daryl Zero, you got to go first with. You got to go first with, James Bond, Thunderball. Go check out that video. Look how we plugged that. That was a good job, Dusty. I know. Sterling, go ahead and go first. Who's your side character win in this movie with these defined characters?
John the Robot.
You fucker. He's the only thing.
Robot John.
Naming your robot John is just kind of hilarious. And that's about all I got.
Yep. I'll take it this week. I'll take it. There wasn't much to talk about. At least there was a robot. So,
yep.
There was a
At
robot.
least there was a robot.
All right, Daryl Zero. You can't pick the robot. Or
I can't pick Robot John.
you can't pick Robot John. So good luck between these three I don't know and the other three I don't know. I know one's the narrator, but I don't know which one because they all look the same.
I don't know who they all are either. I know a couple names. Side character win is shit.
I know, dude.
This is so long. I'm gonna say side character wins is Carl.
Carl, the guy we
that
kind of
guy
just
always
really
seems-
named that kept messing things up. Is that him?
Yeah.
Man.
First panel.
Because
He was
fucking
on Team
Carl.
1. So this is the scientist. This is Carl, and their other friend died. Right? He had the infection.
Did he die?
He had the
Oh, yeah.
infection.
Yeah, he had the.
It probably got him at some point, I'd imagine. Wait, they're talking to somebody here? No, that's the lava. Oh my god. It's only an hour long and I don't remember anything.
There was nobody's.
There was 3 of them, and then there was just 2 of them, I guess.
Yeah.
I think one had the infection.
Yeah,
Remember, they
yeah,
were
the
like, "You're
infection,
dying."
Yeah.
So he probably just died off
Yeah, you're
screen, I
dying.
imagine.
And then they just kind of like pushed him off the cliff a little bit.
Yeah,
Just,
well,
like,
we got to
nudged his
still
body out of the
science. We're
way, like,
scientists. We got
yeah,
still, yeah.
man, that sucks.
We got a science.
They're like, man, yeah. Oh, they're just like, man, that sucks. You got an infection. Well, we're gonna head out. So, you know.
The Russian parts are better shot than the American parts. I'm not gonna lie. And it's only B-roll. But this isn't terrible, honestly. Weird movie with it two cut together. All right, put your guys' side character win. Nothing. All right, everybody said Tiki says none. Iceman says the end, which is yeah. I mean,
The
or the end
volcano?
sequence.
The volcano god?
No. All right, so they're saying the end. Honestly, the coolest scene was them just switching to worshiping something else. If that was just a thing, that'd be kind of fun. I've seen maybe like a 2-minute short film would even be that, you know. Well, that leaves me.
Well,
and
yep.
I'm choosing what sets the stakes higher than anything in this movie, more than the lava, more than the women singing songs to your doom. It's the tentacle monster that looks like a rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope.
That's a good one.
All right. I'll give you that one.
Like, yeah,
The
it
rock
doesn't look.
tentacle
Yeah,
monster.
this is fun. Like, we could have done better with modern technology, but if you let your imagination work a bit, you know, the suspension of disbelief, you're like, oh shit, a Venus flytrap. And then you're like, oh shit, that's a crazy flower, right? Oh my god, that's a crazy flower. And then it turns into a thing that looks like a rock. And you're like, oh shit, whoa. That's something you would see in like a Godzilla King Kong. Yeah, that's like a King Kong Godzilla movie.
Get a shot
When's
of
the
that
next
penny.
rock gonna open up and try to eat you?
Careful, Andre. We want to fight that thing again.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Andre.
Andre,
Just
wasting
saying.
bullets shooting that thing. I don't know what he's doing.
Right?
So I'm choosing that. I know it's an easy pick comparatively, but all the actual side characters were not side characters. We know nothing about these guys. They're just guys.
We know.
The tentacle Lussie.
Well, and even when we were looking at the ladies, like we saw some names, but I don't know who any of them are. They said a
They're
couple
all
of names at one point,
blonde,
and it was like
wearing seashell bras, wearing the same outfit. Like who? I don't know
Right.
who's Susie and Hannah and Stacy and like who the fuck is? It's a group of I don't know.
right, and it's shot from a distance. Like, oh yeah, that one there. Yeah, that means
Wild.
nothing to me.
Like I said, probably one of the worst movies we've ever watched. I warned you before we watched these. We watched two good ones before.
It was
right?
short.
It was short. All right. Well, that brings us to the end.
Yeah. You know, Hannah, the blonde one, seashells. Hannah.
Who sells by the seashore?
That brings us to the end. I enjoyed the last 2 minutes. That was probably the only thing good I can say about this movie. The
little
It
plot
gave
twist
it
at the
some
end.
kind of subtext towards the end.
Yeah,
Yes.
we said something, we did something. It's actually not too bad shot. You know,
It just took an hour to get there.
it took an hour to get there when it's because that would just what would the other film be? They worship a dinosaur god. This could be a student film. Like they worship a dinosaur god. The dinosaur god dies like even of old age or something, right? Like he just falls out of the sky. And then they have to worship something new and they pull it out and it's a fucking casting of a robot. What a twist! And you end on black. What a student short film to show you can make a movie. Yay.
Right? That movie you just described is like 5 minutes long.
Yep. Just to show you can shoot it and do some things and you're
Right.
saying something. That's all that's all you gotta do.
Right? You still don't even need it. You still could do that whole as a side. Need that.
You could even
Or
pad
like-
it with all the girls on the beach like you had going swimming just to show you
Uh-huh.
could shoot underwater and do all that shit. And you have sexy women on screen and then this happens. Be kind of cool.
Yep.
All right. What do you think?
All right.
Time for
I agree.
scores. Yeah, you agree? The ending wasn't bad. Anyway, scores. You guys leave your scores in the chat. I already know Tiki's. Thank you, California Tiki. But let's start with Daryl Zero. What's your score? What are we giving it this week? We've had some high weeks. We did like an 8 and a 9.
Yeah, we've had some good ones, and this one was bad. And not only that, but like it feels a lot worse compared to the fact that we had some really good ones.
See, that's good
So I don't know if
storytelling.
that's
You
like-
start out, you give them a good high, and then you hit your low, right? Now,
Right. So I think I'm with Iceman on this one. It gets a 2.
2.
Because 1 for one movie and 1 for the other movie.
That's fair
We got-
reasoning. That's very fair reasoning. All right,
The
2.
creativity of blending, of going like the ambitious nature of taking B-roll from 2 different movies and blending them together.
Yep. Hey, that's how the Power Rangers are done. Dude, they just take the footage
Yeah.
from that Japanese show and then just like shoot the high school kids parts. It's like that's kind of what happened here, right?
Right? They just took all
It
that
is a
extra
producing
stuff.
genius part, you know, like, oh yeah, we don't even have to do half the
Mhm.
work. The hard work even. We just take that part.
I'm
Alright.
sure they made this for, pennies
Pennies.
kind of thing. You
That's
know, like, it
backlot
was
sets. That's that we could
Do you think they shot anything for this? I think they just
I
got
think they
2
shot
movies.
I think they had the sets for the spaceships. Like one, the first part is models, right? This is just model work.
Yeah.
Like the ships in the space. Like this is not even good model work. Like
this was all old Soviet space museum stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Soviet answer to the Disney like space film, right? Yeah, we can do that too. See?
Oof, what a mouthful. All right, so you got 2. Sterling, Sterling, what are you doing? What's your score, buddy?
I give this 100 Cormans out of 10.
which is all right.
100 Cormans out of 10.
That'd be like 0.1. Okay.
69 seashell bras out of 100.
69. All right. I'll take 6. Sterling gives it a 69 seashell bras. Pretty good. That's a terrible score, actually.
Good,
that doesn't sound comfortable.
Out of 100?
How can you because she's
like a 7 out of 10.
Those seashells tend to grow more out, not so deep. So if you had to D cups, you would have to get like a conch shell instead of those shells. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand my thinking? Like those kind of shells don't grow deep. They're flat.
Yeah, they just grow big and
they grow bigger, wide.
That's fine.
Yeah, I guess it just hang longer. You would need a longer shell necklace.
I give it 2 robots named John out of 100.
2. Dang.
Out of 100.
At 100, that's like 0.2. Dang, Sterling hated
John.
this. I am also. I'm giving it a 2 for the ending I liked and the one shot. For moments, and and pretty girls, whatever. Spectacle. How come? All right, this one didn't get the notice. I feel like everybody else is blonde, white haired, right? What's she doing over here? She even has cry makeup on. What is...
They ran out of wigs.
I want to know this movie. I want to know what this movie was. Because this seems like something was actually going on here. Alright, what else do we got? 2 out from Iceman and a 0 from Tiki. No score from Ellis this week because he wasn't able to join us. I don't know, Ellis. I don't know, man. I don't think...
I don't see him
if you
scoring
want...
it very well.
Yeah. If you really want, you can watch this one, but... I'm giving it a pass. Can you imagine the suffering I had to do riffing by myself doing this? You try to do that. It'd be impossible. It was rough. But my dad was in the audience, so it was pretty nice. And he was the only one here, so I was just talking to him. Like we used to when I was young. Alright. Final dabs, final thoughts. This is the part, everybody, where we do you do your vice, whatever it is. Maybe you drink water. Sterling. Drink some water. Let me tell you what's coming up. And I was reading back chat last week and Ellis brought up a point, but we got out so fast I fucking forgot. I fucked it up, so I got to bring something up after my dab, okay? Very important.
Yeah.
Super.
Very important.
You know how important this show is. We take it very seriously. And sorry, I'm warming up my dab, so we got to take it very seriously, and I don't like, we're no more fucking around. And if you're really good, Daryl Zero, I'll give you the bigger Lunchable ones, the taco one.
Yeah.
The taco one, I'll get
Tacos.
you. Yeah.
All right.
So I said we should do a July 4th one, but then I also said we need to watch Thunderbolts. So you have to pick.
Yeah. July 4th or Thunderbolts?
Because it's Friday and Saturday. We could do both. It's not like I have a life, but I don't want to put that kind of pressure on you to fill up your whole fucking weekend with just watching movies, What are you doing for 4th of July? While he thinks about that, Sterling, what are you doing for the 4th of July? What are you up to? You go
Nothing. I'm straight chilling.
What? You're not
Sabrina's out in Seattle.
Have you seen
I almost
Independence? Have you seen Independence? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we watched Independence Day last year.
Yeah, so it'd be
Have
pretty.
you seen the second one?
You ever seen the second one?
I didn't even know there was a second one.
Yeah, there's a second one. It's
So
terrible.
I think that's what we should do then.
Sterling, you want to
Alright,
watch
count me in.
Independence Day? We did it last year. It'd be kind of fun to do it
Count me
again.
in.
All right. So we're doing the July 4th show. We're gonna watch. Was it called Resurrection?
Oh yeah, it was like fairly recent, wasn't it?
Well, like probably
Yeah.
like 10 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
now.
No, I do remember that coming out.
We got old pretty fast. COVID really fucked with everybody's time of frame. Like those 4 years
Yeah.
or whatever. Really, like,
Yeah.
it's just like those even happen?
Right? Yeah, it was almost 10 years ago now.
Yeah, that's weird. Resurrection, resolution, revolution,
Resurgence.
God damn it!
I think it's Resurgence.
Days of Thunder, Blue Thunder, Tropic Thunder. You gotta do all the thunders. That would be fun. All right, we gotta do our Independence Day. We'll get through this one because it's the last one. So we'll do Independence Day. I've never seen this one. If you haven't, Sterling didn't even know it existed. Did you see this one?
I completely forgot.
Have you seen this one? 00?
Me?
Yeah.
I have.
This is the first movie we've ever watched, even me and you personally, and like in life, that you have watched one and I haven't. Make you host the show that week. It's the special 4th of July show.
That's not true. We did it was the same thing with
Oh, you suggested that one.
Ronin. Remember? Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I only allow you one a year, twice. Yeah, you're right. Good luck at your triathlon or whatever, Sterling.
Triathlon?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Running?
You're running an Ironman?
Ironman?
No. God, no.
He's training for it. He's gonna become.
No. I'm trying to get a 6-pack before we go to Cancun at the end of this month.
Yeah,
Which
you gotta
very
get.
difficult.
The goal is always to look good naked. At least that, right?
Yeah, without a shirt on.
Yeah.
That's because we'll be in Cancun, so.
Yep.
Gonna be without a shirt a lot.
So
yeah, preparing for that. Then after that, then I'm going to be training to get a 5K under 20 minutes. And right now my PR is like 22.
Okay.
That's not bad.
And that's pretty difficult. It's like 6-minute miles ish, 6.5
Getting down to
miles.
that 6-minute miles is tough.
Yeah, I tried. It's
Yeah.
We'll give it another go.
What 6-minute mile?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a 5K is like 3 miles and some change. So you got to hold like a 6
or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to hold a 6.5-minute mile pace for 3.2 miles.
Yeah, when I did AAA hockey, I had to run like 8-minute miles for 3. Right?
Yeah.
24 minutes, 3 miles. That
Yeah.
sounds about
right.
competitive, yeah. For kids, AAA hockey, you know. That was the first test. If you couldn't do that, you were already cut. That was the first thing they had us do when we showed up. That, which I thought was very smart. That literally, it's like Squid Game. You know, you just called half the people. Like,
right.
You guys, this is AAA. Get the fuck out of here. You're not ready.
I am finally watching Squid Game.
Oh,
I'm
the
almost done
new
with the first
season? Oh, first season. Where
No.
are you at? What just happened?
They just played marbles.
Oh, Marbles was sad, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a fucked up episode.
Yeah. This is
and we met the VIPs. The VIPs.
Oh, they piss you off, don't you? Yeah, I'm glad you're
Yeah.
liking it. I told you would. It's really
You know,
good.
like, the more I watch it, I'm like, yeah, it definitely is this like, you know, capitalism bad kind of undertones. But I think even more than that, it's
Second
more about
season
like,
really lays it on, dude. You'll see.
well, I think with the VIPs it introduces this because they all speak English, right? They're all American. And so it gives this like Western colonialism kind of like, oh, like we're gonna come in and we're gonna play like with our pawns.
Yeah.
Similar to
Yeah,
like,
the class warfare is very
Korea
evident. And like, watch as we fight amongst ourselves for what pennies to them.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Specifically, like the satellite
Yeah.
wars that the United States probably.
I'm glad you like that,
I
Ellis.
think that's kind of a lot of what they're trying to say too.
All right, so I gotta catch up on chat. Yeah, dude. So, one, you're gonna love the end of season 1, and then season 2. Since you don't have to wait, season 2 and 3 is just one season. It's literally just cut in half.
That.
So the fact that you didn't have that break is gonna feel more natural, right? When you go into it, it's gonna feel more like, oh yeah, right? So you're gonna like it more than maybe I think. That's the only part I was like, oh, I wish this was just one season. But that's just me watching it live, So that's, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a marketing thing to make people sign up for Netflix. That's why they did it that way. I get it. Netflix paid the bills, so like we're talking with the underwater camera. Sometimes you don't get to make your crazy show and have it on our platform. I'm glad you're liking it, dude. I think you're gonna really like season 2 and 3. Like Ellis said, season 3 is solid. And it does the best form of representation I've ever seen, especially they have a trans character in the new season, and she's amazing. She's like that. This is how we should always do it. Like it is. Yeah, if you want to see good representation in a show, this I think is the way to do it. Not like how Disney tends to do it and stuff, where they kind of shove it down your throat. And we've seen things like that with Doctor Who. Remember when Doctor Who did that? 0-0. We're like, oh, at start it started off well, and then they got a little ham-fisted with it. It's like, this is not how you do this. This is not the way we do it.
Right.
And so, but then in season 2 and 3, dude, she wrecks. Yeah, they're shooting in December with David Fincher. For the new season. All right, Ellis said he did a 35-kilometer. What's that in American?
That's long. That's
a lot.
That's like an ultra, right?
35K is like,
or no,
well,
ultra's
5Ks is 3.2 miles. That times 7 is about 22 miles. 20.
So yeah, just under a marathon.
20, yeah, getting close.
Honestly, I would rather do that than a marathon because like those 22 miles, perfect. Once you get into that 24, like it's like so rough.
You're going that extra 2.2 miles or 2.6 miles or whatever it is, or 2.2.
Oh, I'm glad you're watching it, bud. All right, do you want to do Thunderbolts on Saturday too? Like I said, I have no life. I can do it.
Let me see. I'll let you know.
Independence Day, 100% though. So I actually already watched Thunderbolts. Came out yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I ruined that. I know. I couldn't help myself, man. I had nothing to do. I had nothing to do. I think it's the best Marvel movie since Endgame. I think this is the best one we've had.
Didn't it kind of flop?
It did flop, which makes me very sad.
Well, to be honest, what movie hasn't performed or has performed the way they thought it would?
This deserves
anything that got released lately.
It was really good, and it had a good message, and it had a good heart. It had a heart, humor, spectacle. The fucking team is great. They're so fucking funny, bouncing off each. This is why they need to do more team ups, dude. They really held off on the team ups this season. This fucking phases and shit. Everybody's just independent, doing their own shit. But like, I want to see like how they goof off of each other. That's why the turtles are so fascinating. They're all these weird personalities bouncing off of each other, and it's fucking hilarious and fun, right? And you set that during an action movie. Ooh, it doesn't matter if it's a beam in the sky like the first Avengers movie. It's because it's fun to watch them goof off, or just have shawarma or something, right? Like even doing nothing is fucking entertaining when they're all together, like. So I really liked it. I think you're gonna like it, but
I'm willing to check it out. Give it a chance.
Is that it? That's it. We did it. Did we stay on YouTube the whole time? We didn't get cut off?
Yeah, the whole time we were on there.
Hey. There's so many villains, dude. Ellis with the Doom and Galactus. There's so many. And you would probably bring Thanos back. This all shit. This is comics. It's comics. They all come back, bro. And we got entities like Death herself, right? She's in the Marvel universe now. So, you know. Did we watch that? Did we watch the Witch show?
Yeah.
That was good. All right.
Yeah, we did.
That's it. 15 minutes early. You're welcome.
All right.
See you guys on the 4th of July for Independence Day Resurgence. Right? Resurgence.
Resurrection.
Erections. Giggity. Oh, yeah. Century Doom, Galactus, and Mephisto all coming up. Well, Mephisto's gonna... I think we're gonna... I don't know. We also get all the X-Men villains for the next phase. So you get Magneto and fucking... You know... all of those guys. Holy shit, there's so many. Apocalypse. Apocalypse, like a real apocalypse with this 4 horsemen really fucking going across the world killing. Oh my god. We could do a lot of shit. Sentinels. Oh my god. We could do a lot. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. I gotta go. We gotta get these guys out of here. Sterling said
good night, everybody.
So we're gonna let them go.
Alright.
We're gonna cut the black. Follow me. And thank you all for joining us for our first multi-stream. Thank you for keeping it cool.
All right.
Love y'all. Keep the chat open for a minute, but love y'all. Bye.
So,
all right.
I forgot something. Here we go. I forgot. Thank you, Daryl Zero. Thank you, Sterling. Thank you, Iceman. Thank you, Ellis. What's he saying about good writing? I mean, I think the writing and, you know, like I said. And we'll do that later. Thank you. You can go, dude. I just gotta do the thank yous. Thank you, Tiki. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you, Iceman. Thank you, Ellis. Thank you. Thank you, everyone on Twitch. Or not, we didn't go to Twitch. Thank you. Joe Mama. There we go. That was the one. I knew I was missing one. Glad you had a fun time tonight. Love y'all. Bye.